this is where I turn things over to the ladies really briefly and let them talk about the contests and everything else before we get started, and I drink my tea.
All right, so I just want to announce the winner for the last contest.
We do it at the end of the show.
No, for the last one.
The winner from us.
Oh.
At the end, we'll post who
Yeah,
said.
Where's the statue?
Yeah.
Oh, I left the Oscar in the other room.
That's
You gotta go get it.
Okay, I'm gonna go get it.
Anything you guys have to mention while Shannon goes and gets the statue? How was your play, Nee? How did it all go?
Oh, I just finished Heather's the musical. My D20 babes family came and saw me Friday night. It
So
was
good.
amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna let them say.
I can't believe Nee has a voice right now.
Oh,
She's
you should have seen her
sang.
sing and everything, yeah.
She sang her heart out for like, how many days straight?
We had 2 7 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
So 14 days with 1 day break. So yeah.
I don't know. We thought that we were gonna have to. She was gonna have to mime this episode, and then she.
I'm okay.
Yeah. She's okay. Okay, so the winner of the last line actually isn't a line. For the first time, it's a moment. And
Yes.
it's actual action. So a few of you mentioned this action, and one of you won. Because we rolled the dice about who actually got it. So the action is when Leah dropped Pete the Wolf with a last-ditch arrow shot. Just John Claude Van Damme style. Hard target right at the end of the show. So,
So I won. I guess I get an advantage roll.
Or
it's
reroll.
either a reroll or a d6 that could be added to anything I want.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. So, anything else? Any other announcements before we get to the main? Oh, you guys talk about the contest for tonight.
Yes, so tonight we are going to basically do the same thing as every week. So send us a tweet with your favorite moments, favorite line, something crazy, weird, dramatic, moving, whatever you choose, whatever you think was the best moment of the night. And send that to hashtag D20babes on Twitter. And at the end of the show, we will choose a winner for, I believe this week we are giving away a Rat Queens t-shirt.
it's the one with Hannah flipping the bird. So it's you have to let us know too. You got to give us our details and let us know if you're would prefer a men's or a ladies shirt and what size.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to. We're still getting lag spikes, but say la vie. Okay. Let me just switch back here. Drama baby. All right. All right. So we left off last time. For those of you that don't remember or weren't here for the DM's corner at the beginning, with Divided Party, and so we had Shriela wash down the river in the form of a tiger. We had Leah taking out the lone wolf, I guess, the dire wolf / werewolf creature thing. And the two ladies, Van and Tyler, were up with the people, trying to give them a hand and give them food and water and try to befriend them because they were not in a good way. So that, I think, is basically where we started. So where do you guys want to start? Which section would you like to start with?
Maybe start off with you guys.
Yeah, I think so
Keep
too.
the
we're not gonna
suspense
do
going
it
a little bit longer.
We're not going to do the potato thing after the epic failure last time. So okay, or is that called potatoes?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Everybody's like, what are you talking about? Okay. So yeah, us then. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so the pair of you are still stationed outside of the cages, and you've been over the course of the last few minutes just giving up food. There was 5 remaining people, and you did make the connection that one of them was someone that you found her journal and were reading it, and the other one was the mother of that boy that you found hiding away in one of the dark caverns inside this beneath the plateau temple. And everyone else, you haven't really figured out much else about them yet. But they're starting to, it looks like they're a little bit less glazed over. They seem more responsive now that they had a bit of water and a bit of food. And that kind of feral look in their eyes has started to fade, especially with the help of Van's music playing. And just calmly playing a tune to make them feel human again. What do you do?
I say, food helps. I'm always hungry. I know what it's like. And then I just sort of pat one on the shoulder. I know what it's like.
All right, so she doesn't say much. You're still with the same woman that is the mother of the boy. And she manages to get out a few words. She's still got this kind of growl to her voice a little bit, and it's a little bit of a husky voice, and a bit of a yep in there every once in a while in certain letters, but she just looks up under kind of like just gaunt eyes. My boy?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen him?
He's in a tree.
A tree? Is he
Yeah.
safe?
Yeah, I made sure.
Can you bring him to me?
No, you should go to him. Or, well, first we make sure everything's okay, and then I'll bring you to him.
Okay. And so she just goes back to eating and having water. What are you doing?
I'm thinking in my head, I have this woman's book, so I really don't want to give it to her because, like, to me, it's like a collected treasure. And then, but I actually, like, think about it for a second, and then I give it to her, and I'm like, hey, I think this might be yours. I might have read a little bit. Don't think I mind your business, but I just really needed to know for me and my friends what was going on.
So she takes the journal and she starts flipping through the pages slowly, and she's like, there's a cloud somewhere in her head. These are my words. I don't remember writing them. This feels like a lifetime ago. And she closes it. Are you sure it belongs to me?
Yeah, well, what is your name?
My name is Heidi.
Heidi. Well, that's the name in the journal,
So she flips through and goes to the front, and she reads it. It is my writing. What's the date? I don't even know how long I've been here.
What is the last thing you remember before us coming here?
I'd come on a spiritual journey, quest. The Kindred Spirits, I think, was the name. I don't know.
I'm a kindred spirit, but I'm a good one. I didn't drink from the bowl. Did you drink from the bowl? You must have drank from the bowl.
She's gonna try to remember, actually. I don't remember. My memory is completely faded. I don't remember anything. I remember coming here and meeting two women and a man, but I don't remember anything else. I remember maybe a bit of a walk in the woods, and then that's it.
I have a lot of mornings like that. It'll wear off. Have some food. Here, have some more food.
So she goes back to eating it. Both of you make, I think, is it medicine? Is that the roll? Is that the skill?
Yep.
Or, yeah, go ahead and make that.
Medicine?
We should do it.
Oh no. 2 + 1, 3.
11.
So you keep feeding them food, thinking that the hungrier they are, the more they should eat. And after a few mouthfuls of food, they start to get really ill.
Yeah.
And they start throwing up. You don't know why they're throwing up the food that you're giving them. You're like, oh, that's weird. They're hungry. They should eat more. And so you just keep giving them more food. And it seems like it's starting to affect them. This woman in particular, Heidi, she kind of lays on her side and clutches her gut and turns, and she's like, I can't eat anymore. I feel sick. And she starts shaking like she's not feeling very good at all.
Maybe you should just hold off. Sometimes, yeah, the rabbit doesn't taste good around here. Just don't eat more food.
You don't have to tell me twice. So what are you guys doing while you're slowly giving these people back to health? Leah, meanwhile, this is happening while you guys are giving them food. You are still crouched on the bank, right to the edge of the river, and you just saw your friend disappear.
Mm-hmm.
And you look, and the grasses are just kind of waving gently. You saw him fall about 150 feet in the grass, and you don't know where he is now.
Okay, can I roll perception to see if I see
Sure.
any signs of like weighing down
Sure.
grass or anything? Oh, not good. That is a 7.
So you come up poke your head up atop the grass to get a view of this open field leading all the way to the plateau. There's no sign, no sound. You just hear the rustling grass. It's dead, silent. You can hear the roaring waterfall in behind you, or just to your right and a little bit ahead. And you are suddenly feeling very alone out here. You look left to right and you see no movement, just the grass swaying slowly. I forgot to put the music on. Let's do that real quick.
Alright. So I guess at that point, like, just feeling a little bit of a chill because it's like we've been traveling together in a pack for so long. All of a sudden, there's no one around me.
Yeah.
Snap back and turn around and try to see where Shriela went.
All right, so you're moving at full speed. Okay, so you run down to the river's edge where the waterfall's runoff goes into the river, and you start running along as fast as you can. And it's fairly right along the edge of the water. The grass drops down a little bit, and there's a stony edge to the river. Do you want to stay on top of the grass area, or do you want to drop down to the river below? It's about 5 feet down, but it's more stony and a little bit more uneven.
So the grass is like a higher vantage point?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stay where I am and take a quick scout, see if I see either Shriela or any kind of danger.
All right, so you follow the bank for about 200 feet, running as fast as you can, and you see that you're now kind of cutting off where that bankment went around the corner, so you can now see down. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, that's a 1. So
That's 6. Our curse continues.
That's 1, yep. I'm making a tally. All right.
Yeah, I was just going to
So a 6.
You can't see her, and it starts to really sink in. Now, not only is Shriela gone, but you put more distance between yourself and your two friends inside the temple, and you've done so in such a way that if he was still conscious and was tracking you right now as a ranger, you know that he could be in between you and the temple now in that grass somewhere, and you're a little concerned about that. How does the idea of being hunted make Leah feel?
Ironic and just terrifying. I always have like such a good like awareness of my surroundings and everything.
Yeah.
That it's almost like having such a vast open space is almost like unconcerning compared to being in the woods where you you have cover.
Okay.
So it's like going from being in the caves and being like really claustrophobic, and then just completely the opposite, like agoraphobia, where there's too much
space.
Yeah.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm not rolling well. 10.
You feel the fear settle in, and until you can do something that makes you feel in control again, you are at a disadvantage to checks.
Okay. Are there any like wooded areas around, bushes or cover of any kind?
No, it's basically that river just kind of disappears into those woods that you came out of episode 1 or 2. That the roaring river just disappears into that, and those trees are a good 400 feet in the distance, and it's just plains from between you where you are to the trees, between you are to the temple.
Okay.
It's pretty open except for the tall grass.
And then the only other way to go would be down the rocky embankment, sort of towards the water.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just take like a deep breath and try to remember what I've done my whole life.
Okay.
Which is tracking.
Okay.
Tracking animals in particular.
All right.
So still feeling like a little bit panicked because I don't know where Shriela is, but I'm gonna try to slide down the embankment and see if I can go down there and find any sort of footprints, broken branches, or like
so
weeds across the.
Like tiger prints or human prints or anything.
Anything.
Anything? Okay. All right. So you pop down and you start just following where she went further down. Okay. So you continue moving along for another 100 feet. And you can make a, I guess, perception, or what does this fall under now? It's tracking. Survival.
Yeah, survival. And then I also, my favorite enemy, and I don't know if this will count because I don't know if she's still in beast form, is beasts. I get advantage on wisdom checks and tracking for intelligence or info on any beasts.
You get advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so
So does that
your
negate? Yeah,
disadvantage,
okay, cool.
If she's entire.
Oh, that hit my finger. 10 again.
Good save.
Oh boy, she's off to a good start. So, you follow the embankment for a while. How far do you want to go until you give up that maybe you're not going to find tracks? Like right now, you are about 300 feet from the entrance to the temple.
Okay. There was still that other way that went up. Oh, I guess that would be the long way around too. Then.
Yeah.
No, we're already a split team. I'm gonna keep going. Try again.
You can just keep going.
Stay determined. Yeah.
Okay. So you, Shriela, wake up. You're not sure how much time has passed. You can see that the sun is kind of still in relatively the same spot. Maybe it's been an hour. You're not even really sure. But it's really, really quiet here. I just have to turn that music off because it's not the right music. But it's really quiet here. And you have woken up in the woods.
Oh.
So you can make a quick survival check to see if you can kind of find your orientation as to maybe where you are, or to see if you're completely lost.
17.
17?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know you're in the woods. You're back in the Grey Woods. And I'm just going to turn this on.
I like the music. If that was any
So,
knowledge.
when you come up to your knees, you're back in human form. And that feeling, that rage, or almost that animalistic, feral feeling that you were feeling when you were in your form, even not that long ago, is gone. You feel completely peaceful. But you hear, coming from deeper in the woods, music. And it sounds exactly like what you're hearing now. It's this weird harp music that plays somewhere deeper into the woods, and you can hear a woman humming. And it's beautiful. It's like music you've never heard before. You've traveled a lot of different places in the world, and it's nothing you've heard before. What do you do?
So with this roll, I know that I'm in the woods. I don't recognize anything else.
No, you don't recognize this. You don't remember seeing the river with the path that you were walking.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all very new to you. You would know that if you followed the river back, it would take you back to the temple, but you don't know how far.
I don't know
you've
how
drifted
far.
down.
Yeah.
You're pretty roughed up. Like, you're aching in different places. Like, your body's maybe hit rocks in different places, and you're feeling pretty weak. But this music just kind of washes over you and invigorates you.
Well, I better go investigate.
So you just start to follow it, and the woods remember how I said the canopy is like, it completely covers any light that comes out of it, and it's starting to do that again as you go deeper in, and the trees start to go up and come back down and hang with these long gnarled branches, and it becomes darker and darker. With your elven sight, you can still see fairly well, but there's this mist again that starts to rise up from the ground, the same mist that you saw back at the village. And you can hear little bells just surrounding in different places, dinging. And the song keeps calling you. Make a wisdom saving throw.
17.
It starts reverberating in your ears and almost intoxicate you, but you manage to just clear your mind and focus on where that song is coming from, and it doesn't overtake you, but you know there's something magical about this song, but you're not exactly sure what's causing it or where it's coming from. You just hear it deeper into the woods.
And can I do a perception check? As I'm going deeper,
Sure.
is there...
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't see anything else. Oh, wow. I rolled a 2, so that's 7.
You're not sure the source of it. You have the general idea, and you're just kind of following it, but you feel like you're starting to wander a little bit. And once you've gone for about 10 minutes, you turn around and start to realize that you don't remember which way you came from. And you can't hear the river anymore. The song is blocking it, and you can't see with the fog which way you came from. You can follow your tracks, but even that is now covered in fog. You're becoming very disoriented.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. There's this. But I know, is there any way I can decipher if the music is, I know it's trying to control me, but can I find out if it's something I recognize? Like, is it a spell, or is it of druidic nature? Is it elven? Is it...
You could make a... I'm gonna say... Arcana maybe? Or Arcane? I think it's a skill under intelligence.
Yeah, there's Arcana or there's History. Yeah, Arcana? Okay.
Yeah.
14.
There are a few creatures that can manipulate with song. Sirens come to mind. 14. There's also the Harpy's Call, which is known to have a similar kind of effect. In fact, the Harpy is apparently a more powerful version of what sirens can do. You've never encountered one in your life. You just know that from the stories you've heard and from the books that you've read about the different creatures in this world. It could be either, or it could just be something you've never encountered before.
I have a detect magic, but I don't think that would probably get me anything further than what I already know. It lets me sense magic, and it creates a faint aura around any creature or objects in the area that bears magic, and it lets me know its school of magic, if any. And my spell can penetrate.
Yeah.
Probably not, hey?
Not until you can find the source of it.
Okay. I'm pretty injured, hey?
Yeah, how many hit points did you have before you turned into a tiger?
Oh, shoot. I have 9.
That's what you have currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. I can't really protect myself. I guess my only hope now, just because I'm so disoriented, is to find the source, because I have nothing else.
So you continue walking forward, and the music starts to get louder, and you can start to see in the distance this frame, what looks like it might be a cabin of some sort that has emerged out of the fog, and the fog kind of washes over it, and you can see the frame of it by the way the fog falls over it. It's about 100 feet in the distance, and the song is getting louder. You know that place is the source of the song. But from this point, you can't really see where exactly it's coming from. You just know that place is the source of it. You can make a perception check.
Okay. 19.
You stop when you see this place, and you look, and the fog is washing over the top of the building, but you see that there's something perched on top of the roof. And you can see as like the light, there is a bit of an opening in the canopy, the moonlight filters through and casts this shadow, and it is a humanoid thing with large wings that are up in the air, and they're kind of slowly going up and down to the tune of the music, and to the beat and the rhythm and the feel of the music. But you can't see any further details at this point.
I've died. I'm like 100 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that I see the source, I mean, I don't think this detect magic will do anything.
We see the house, not the source yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know
I
that
think
whatever it
it's
is
the
on top of
creature, yeah.
it is where that music
Yeah.
is coming from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know that it's the
Yeah, so
creature.
that'll help you know what kind.
But it let me know what kind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I guess from there you can try to figure out if there's any way that you can stop that or overcome that.
All right. Well, I have to move closer. I can only see it within 30 feet in front of me.
Okay. So you continue to move forward.
Can
Can you heal yourself before you go investigate?
I think she used her healing.
Oh,
I have
really?
2 more spells. Oh yeah.
'cause it's the
Actually, no, I
same
can totally heal
day.
myself.
It's the same. Like we're
Yeah,
we're
I
playing
still
within
have
the
2.
same.
We're still in the
day,
same
though.
day, but I have 2 more slots.
Two more
Yeah, actually, I
slots.
could cure myself. I'm gonna cure myself first. Treat yourself. That's right, because when I turned to a tiger, I regenerated. So yeah, I need to
Yeah.
cure myself first.
From afar, your wife approves. She's like,
Yeah, my wife told me.
yeah.
Meant, like, how do you say it? Telepathically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
telepathically.
Yeah.
You remember her nagging, like, remember to cure yourself.
Before meeting strange humanoids.
Did you cast a spell?
I'm going to cure myself.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think you get a D8 plus your bonus, which is 3.
D8. So 9. So I'm back.
Alright, so you heal back 9 hit points.
It's plus 9. So I have 9.
So you're almost full up.
Oh, so I have like 18.
So you get down low to the earth, and you put your hand on the ground, and you start to close your eyes and channeling the power of nature, and you can feel energy washing over you and start to stitch up the broken bones and the cuts that you've taken in the battle, and you feel it almost back to normal, and you can see that the shadowed head slowly turns and looks out, straight out towards where you are in the woods, and continues to sing, and the music amplifies. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Why magical creatures always up at me?
Again.
So 19.
Okay. It's powerful, but it doesn't have. It's not strong enough to defeat you, and it just watches you. You can't see any details still at this point until you get closer.
Okay, I do have. This is against magic, right? For charm?
Against charm, yes.
Okay, I do have an advantage on saving throws.
Okay, well,
as
you
well.
got, you
But
got
just
it anyway.
just as I continue
Yeah.
closer, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to move up to 30 feet because I want to detect magic.
You continue moving closer, and the creature, whatever it is, does not move. It continues to sing. And as you get within about 50 feet, you start to see that it's actually not looking at you. It's looking up to the sky, and it's singing, you would assume, to the sun, or the sun is starting to set a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you get close enough that you see this, and you're not going to see it for a few seconds, but you will eventually. I'm just going to turn this around. This is just, there's a delay on that, but and it's the visage of a woman, and her eyes turn to you, and you can feel like a shadow almost grow in the woods as her eyes turn, and they glow exactly as you see it. And she just continues to sing. She looks you right in the eyes and continues to sing.
It looks rather harpy-ish to
Yeah.
Creepy.
So she looks at me but continues to sing outward.
Yeah.
Can I cast a detect magic?
Sure. So when you start to cast a spell, just give me 1 second here. When you start to cast a spell, she stops singing,
I don't mean to make you mad.
and her voice just like slowly trails away, and then she looks down at you. She doesn't say a word, but she stops singing. What do you do?
I guess, oh my god, my voice.
It's done.
I ask her, was that song for me?
What language are you speaking?
Druidic. know he's got the monster manual. I know. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so scared.
She looks evil.
She doesn't understand.
Dang it.
She just tilts her head, and her eyes are like big glowing orbs, and she tilts her head. And she just starts speaking. She speaks common, the common tongue. But she has a very, very strong accent when she speaks. And I'm just going to tilt this back. She kind of lowers herself and brings her wings around her. So just her face is now seen as she's huddled her wings around her body real tight. Where do you come from?
I'm originally from Evermeet, but I'm on my travels right now.
You look like Cormanthier.
That's where my people are from, but I've never been there. Are you?
No else anymore.
Have you been to Cormanthier?
We come from all woods. I sing the death of its forest, and now this one.
You wish to bring death to this forest?
It has already come. It is spreading across the world.
Are you? So these animals, are they your creatures that you've created?
The army rises. The world will be washed in fur and blood.
Is this in protest against elves?
Against the corruption in the Cormanthier. There will be a price for its destruction. And she turns and her head disappears underneath her wings again. And you can hear her song start to pick up again as she looks to the sky and starts singing. Let's get back to you guys.
Oh my god.
Give you some time to think about what you say.
Well, I would like to ready a ritual.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to see through Pete's eyes if he's still alive. I'm going to see if I can, because I have beast sense now.
Okay.
So I touched him because I tried to jump on his back and ride him.
Yeah.
So that means that I can see through the eyes of the animal that I touch. I have no senses myself during this time, so I'm going to tell you, watch over me. Ooh, I didn't know this called for it. But watch me. No, like, watch me. And
I am watching
you. Must use an action to end it. But so I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna look for Pete and see if he's alive.
All right.
I need to see where the girls are. Yeah.
Got your back.
So is this a spell you're casting?
No, it's a ritual.
That's a spell.
As far as the way that I can cast it now, as with my totem spirit thing, it's actually considered a ritual.
You gotta do a little. It's a little ritual that you would do, so it would probably
it's a ritual.
It would take some time.
I'm dancing in circles like this.
Is that how you do your ritual? You dance in circles?
I kind of walk around. You know, like a dog that tries to find a place, like a comfortable place to lie down. They walk around for a while. I look like I'm doing that.
You just gotta lay down and
then I lay down and try to get comfortable.
Think about dogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I get up and walk around again.
So you try to enter into this trance where your mind projects itself into that of a creature that you've been in contact with, but you do not have you have a sense of maybe where he is, but you cannot enter his mind. That means that he's not he's not strictly an animal. He's something else.
Okay, so I have to use an action to end it. So I just come back and say, Pete's not a dog or a wolf. I don't know what he is.
I wonder. We thought it was Pete the Wolf.
Yeah, I thought it was Pete the Wolf.
Yeah.
All have lied to us a lot. I'm
People
disappointed.
lie a lot. You should not trust people. I trust no one.
Can I hear this? Somewhere in the world, I'm like, hey.
We're both not there, but we're both a little offended.
That's why I like animals more. Don't like people. We should go see her. We need to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
What about them?
I don't know. I don't feel like we can get much information from them.
Can you walk? Then I ask you guys.
They figure they can, but the consensus is they still feel pretty weak. But they'll try to. They basically like, if you can get us out of here, we'll go wherever you're gonna take us.
Let's try. Let's leave them in the tree.
Are you sure? What if they turn into creatures again? I also don't trust them.
Put it back in the cage.
Just like that.
I don't like you.
Are you having this conversation right in front of them?
Yeah.
Kind of whispering a little bit.
Are you guys gonna turn into an animal? Your son was nice. He was cool.
Almost killed them, but
Yeah.
They don't know.
If I take you to your son, will you promise not to go furry?
we want to go free. I thought you freed us from those cages.
Yeah. What would you do?
I would let you go if you were imprisoned.
Ah. Okay. Hurry up. Try to drag the.
They don't need to be dragged.
Well, we drag them in.
Yeah.
Treating them like prisoners.
It's better with us.
So we're never splitting the party again. Not because it's dangerous, but because you guys are ridiculous.
Monsters.
He's secretly monsters.
They kind of did leave out with the worst people. We're not the kindly ones.
Not the good ones.
Alright, so you guys walk out with them. They are at slower pace, but they can keep up with you. Where are you going?
I'm gonna try to go to the tree. Where I
You're
left.
going back up through the staircase
Yeah.
up to the top of the plateau.
I have to get through the little thing though. Well,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's
We've
go.
already gone.
Yeah.
So that was off the side.
Yeah.
The little
That was
thing.
a different path.
So we went
Yeah,
back
okay.
through that, and then it's
Oh, yeah,
just the
that's true.
regular
Yeah.
stairway, crumbly stairway.
Yeah, it's narrower like at one part, but you can get through it, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
So
Take them
you
to the kid.
take them to the kid?
Yeah.
Alright, so you lead them out and it takes you about 15 minutes to get to the back up to the top. And you walk up those steps, remember, that leads out into that old grassy area with the creek that flows through or by nearby, and that giant tree which is just to the left of that staircase. And you guys can both make a perception check as you come out of this area.
Dang, I have a feeling.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yay!
Okay.
Next
All right.
20.
You don't want to know.
It's not a one.
It's not a one, so we're good. Okay. Well, we'll go with what you see first.
What did you
21.
get?
20.
Me,
Wait.
a 15.
Perception.
It's not bad.
So it's the
Right,
face.
right. So 21, yeah.
And what'd you get?
I got 15.
Okay. So you both see that there is two rabid-looking dogs at the bottom of the tree, jumping and scraping, and the boy is sitting up as high as he can, and he's hunched and he's watching. He's shaking with fear, and the dogs are like, they jump and they get up about halfway and they slide back down, and you can see that they've probably been doing it for a while because there's big shreds out of the side of the tree, and the boy is just screaming his head off.
I just go to his mom. I'm like, do you know them? You know the dogs? They're your friends.
No, please help my boy.
While she's doing that, I want to throw a cloud of daggers to
Oh,
the
okay.
dogs. Yeah.
Oh,
What about the boy?
the boy!
But he's up. Would he
He's
still
up
be
about,
hurt?
He's about 20 feet up
Let's
in
see,
the
let's
tree.
see how it works.
Oh shoot, 60 feet. No.
Yeah, it's 60,
No.
yeah. It's a cute
Don't worry, I got it. All right, everything's
She's like,
taken care of.
dead.
He won't suffer.
I killed the beast. Dang it.
He's a Cronenbergian boy. He's a bit. Yeah. Okay.
Didn't like him from the beginning.
All right.
Oh, so much hate on this little boy!
Poor kid. man.
Poor boy, he's already disfigured.
So they're about 60 feet away from us right now. Is that where's the edge of the
No, it's probably like 30 feet.
30 feet? All right. I'm just gonna take a javelin,
Okay, you can just hurl it at one of them.
hurl it at one of the
All right, go
dogs.
ahead. So they're not even noticing you at this point. So
Yeah.
go ahead and just,
Oh,
I
nice.
got
just throw.
sneak attack. Okay.
And you get advantage.
Okay, well, good.
Advantage, yeah.
Okay.
Oh. First roll was better.
Sometimes it doesn't help. All right. So at least I've got 9, 10. So 14.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. Woo.
So
Okay.
you pierce one of the dogs right in the side. Go ahead and roll your
All
damage.
right, my d6. 1.
Oh boy.
Do you have like a...
Well, no, yeah, it's no, I don't have any attack bonus on it. Just to hit, just actual to hit.
Oh, right.
And I'm not raging, so I don't get all my fancy stuff.
So how much total?
1.
Well, you still get to add your strength bonus.
Oh, my strength bonus. What am I doing? Okay, yeah, so 3.
All right, so you hurl it and you hit it and you hear and it kind of staggers off to the side and it turns. And when it turns, the javelin kind of falls out of the side, but you can see blood come out of the side of the wound, and it looks absolutely feral. And there's like it looks like it would have rabies, but it obviously doesn't. Just fairly foaming at the mouth, and both of them start charging towards you at full speed. What do you do?
I'm gonna take a what is I don't get an advantage on dex saving because it's not. I already saw them.
You don't need to make a saving throw.
So don't make a
throws
saving
in
throw. Sorry.
reaction to things that
Yeah.
happen.
So no. Okay.
Okay, Van, what are you doing?
Okay.
I want to throw a thunder wave.
Okay, so they're both charging at you. You're just waiting until they get within range, and you're going to cast that spell.
Yeah.
Do you have spells left after the battle from the last session?
Very good question. Okay, so I think I do 4. How many I threw last time? Dang it. Didn't write it down.
You did your Cloud of Dagger, which is
Yeah.
a 2, and then you
And I did something else. Comprehend, thunder wave.
You did Thunder Wave, which is 1.
Dissonant whispers, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, the
So
mockery.
So that's
That'll be
1,
the
2,
last one.
3. So you have 2 more here and 1 more here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you cast Thunder Wave.
Yeah.
All right. So they get some saving throws, I believe.
Yeah.
The one that is already wounded does not make his save. The other dog sees you cast a spell, and like the music just blasts out of you, and the dog literally jumps back as though anticipating that you're going to do it, but still gets hit by a bit of the blast, the wave of sound. So go ahead, roll your 2d8s.
3 and 5. 8.
So 8. So the one dog gets blasted and just you can hear him yip as he flies backwards and hits the ground and spins around, and a big plume of dust comes up from it, and he doesn't move anymore. The other one gets blasted back and he digs his feet in and his claws rake along the ground, and then he bounds forward again. You threw your javelin, you cast a spell, and it is going to bite the one that's about its size. 18.
So can I get a danger sense on this, or it's too late because it's already.
It's not a saving throw, he's
Yeah.
attacking you.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. What do I do? Okay. Sorry.
He does 6 points of damage as he bites into your right thigh deeply.
Already.
And really, really strong bite, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, because. Constitution. Okay, so 9.
And it burns.
Oh wait a minute. Sorry. No, I've got to use my bonus. Okay. Yeah. 11. It's better.
11?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, that's better. it burns for a second, and then you just like gnome barbarian it out. Ah!
Squirt it out.
It doesn't, that foam or whatever is in his bite just doesn't get deep enough into make an effect on your system. And you throw the dog off and pull him and tear his teeth out, and blood flies out after you huck him off. Your guys' actions again, what do you do?
Well, he's in melee range.
Oh, yeah.
So I am going to. I'm also going to use a reckless attack, so I have advantage on this roll. And
But doesn't he have advantage against you?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, okay.
I was hoping you forget that.
No, you have to tell me those things because I don't know every rule for your character.
We have our own rules.
I forgot to tell. Alright. I'm not getting any favors with a DM right now. Okay, so that's 15.
Okay,
And
that's
then alright. And I'm gonna do a D10. No, because that's two-handed. I'm only gonna do a D8. So that's my shield in one hand. Yeah. 7.
All right. You drive,
Plus my saving. Sorry. Plus my strength. Sorry. 7, 8, 9. 9.
So you drive the sword straight down. As you throw him off, you push him back, and blood comes out, and you just jam the sword right to the base of his neck, all the way through straight to the ground, and the dog just kind of slides down and twitches a little bit, and then goes still.
I'm getting sick of dogs.
So the boy starts to climb down at this point. He's gonna make a climb check.
Oh no! Please don't die.
After all this, he
no problem. He just clambers down and he starts running over, and his mom is kind of behind you still in the staircase. Like they haven't all come out yet, and he runs over and gives you just a big bear hug, and his arms are shaking. He's terrified, but he's holding on to you real tight.
I'm just stiff. I'm just standing there going, and I'm making like a Tina from Bob's Burgers noise. I'm like,
okay. And he's like, you came back. And then that's when he notices down in the stairwell his mother, and she runs up and picks him up, and they just kind of have this moment where they've been reunited, and she just looks at him like she hasn't seen him in 100 years. Like it's just this, they haven't seen each other in a very long time. And she just looks to you, and tears are just streaming down her face. Thank you so much for helping him. He obviously recognizes you. Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
The most uncharismatic person. Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Our friends, we gotta go see them. Well, you should go back up in the tree. There's like, there's tiger stuff. Meat buns. Don't eat those. You should go in the tree.
Okay. So you help them up into the tree?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
still fairly weak. Alright, so you take a bit of time to load everyone up into the tree.
It's like the tree family. I live there forever.
I really
There's
hope
all these weak people in the tree.
I really hope you forget about them. And they're just there waiting.
We're all writing down tree people.
Stars.
And then generations and generations later, where they have these tree forts, like it goes back to the original.
They
story.
became one of the tree.
Oh, that's a Junji Ito comic or something.
The tree people.
So, back to Leah.
Don't forget them.
So you continue along the path for quite a while. Make a perception check.
Oh, yay. Okay. 24.
Ooh.
So you have now entered the edge of the woods, and you're starting to see signs of where something possibly hit the shoreline and then went back into the river. On your side of the river, you can see what looks like claw marks that, as they were being dragged back into the water, turned into hand marks. You're pretty sure it's probably Shriela, but you're hoping it's not some other weird tiger-human hybrid that also happened to be going down this river.
So with that roll, I know well enough that it was a tiger-human hybrid and not a
it was like it would have
wolf.
transformed as it raked down the sand on the edge of the river embankment.
Okay.
But you are at the edge of the woods now.
Yes. I guess I was just like super relieved because I was like just about to give up and go back and find everyone else. Take a look around and see what direction she would have been heading in.
Further into the woods. Keep going?
Yep.
Alright, so you follow for another 500 feet further down. And this river must have taken her far. And the further you go in, the darker it's starting to get. And that canopy starts to enclose over top of you. And you start to get this weird feeling as the woods go completely quiet and that mist and fog starts to rise up from the ground, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember this now. This is where the animals were stalking you. But it goes really, really quiet. You can see now that across the bank, you can see handprints and footprints as though someone got up out of the water over across the river and walked further into the woods. But that's across the river, and the river, it's a rushing river, and it's going to be hard to get to the other side, unless you can keep going and find a bridge somewhere in the woods.
Okay, so yeah, it's definitely going to be too strong for me to swim across. Is there anything on the other side that I could like try to secure my trusty rope to, or just the river?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
There's a few like large stones that are on the other side, so you could try to lasso it and
I'll give
pull
it a
tight.
shot.
So this just be like a dexterity,
So glad it's not me.
Okay.
athletics, I guess actually instead of it would be an athletics check. No, this would be an aim thing. This would be an aim thing. So yeah,
Okay.
just dexterity.
15 either way.
Okay, so you manage to hurl it across, and it is like you really have to heave it because it's a pretty good distance. You manage to land it onto a rock. Now you're going to make an athletics check to try to tighten it without having to pop off the top of the rock, and make sure that it doesn't happen while you're doing it.
18.
All right, so you tug it, and it slips up a little bit on the rock because it is a slimy covered rock.
That's
But
gross.
you manage to catch must be just like a corner, like just a sharp edge of the rock, and it goes taut. And yeah, you're pretty sure that Ropey will be able to get
Please,
you
Ropey.
across.
Okay. So I'm feeling pretty confident about that.
Okay.
Ropey hasn't let me down yet,
Yep.
and I'm gonna try to pull myself across.
Okay, so this will be. You
Athletics.
might need to make 2 athletics checks. The first one is easier. The second one is more difficult because of how strong it is in the center.
Okay. 11.
Okay, so you go down waist deep and you push out. You've got the rope in hand, and you push out into the water, and you can feel the side. It just slopes down and gets immediately deeper, and that's when you have to make it more difficult as the river starts to pull you immediately.
Oh, a nat 20. So 23.
All right, so the current is strong, but you just wrap it around your arm and pull and swim as hard as you can. You pull yourself up onto the other side. You are exhausted. It is a very, very taxing, but because you rolled a natural 20, I say you don't suffer the effects of exhaustion.
Okay.
And your fear has gone away because you
Succeeded.
you defeated this river, and not only that, you're pretty confident that you found where Shriela has disappeared to.
All right.
So you get up on the other side. You see the tracks. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Oh, what's that? 18. 23.
So you take a quick look at the tracks, and they are human, and it looks like you're pretty sure they're Shriela's tracks. And they go, so the river goes south. Basically, it goes from north to south into the Grey Woods.
Okay.
And you crossed it east, and they continue east into the woods. Make a perception check.
21.
Oh.
I know, I used up my
roller.
one. Hopefully.
21.
Yeah.
Okay, just 1 second here. So, are you going to try to follow them?
Yes.
Okay. So, you start following the tracks, and all of a sudden, you can hear this echo that's really, really faint, and you can barely hear it. But it's this song starts to play. And you're like, you think it's just your mind playing tricks on you, and you're alone in the woods, and that fear starts to creep back up again. But because you know that Shriela is somewhere out there, you feel confident and strong. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Nat 20.
She's gonna save me!
She's doing all the ranger things.
Ranger stuff.
Yeah, Ranger
23.
You hear the song, and it is beautiful. It does remind you weirdly of a song you've heard before. You can't quite place it, but you feel it's connected to when you were a child. You have heard this song sung to you before. It's a bit different. There's a variation in it that's unfamiliar to you, but it reminds you of family.
Okay. So that would feel a little bit unsettled. Just
Okay.
as like that's super creepy. But kind of shake it off and try to keep going.
Okay. You continue on into the woods, and you follow this the trail, and it's difficult, but you rolled really well, so you're able to do it. But the fog rises and falls, and it flows in an unnatural pattern, and like as if there's a wind directing it that is changing constantly in direction, but you don't feel the wind. And you continue on for a while until eventually you see in the distance a cabin, a broken old cabin, and you see two silhouettes on the horizon between the trees and the shrubs. Someone's standing in front of the cabin and something perched on top of it. And the song grows louder the closer you get to it. You're pretty sure that is the source of the song.
So at this point, just because I'm not sure who they are, and up until this point I've been alone, I'm going to try to stealth into the trees a little bit and keep low, and try to get a little bit closer and see who they are.
Make a stealth check.
21.
Amazing.
You can go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, me? Oh,
Yeah.
no. I'm an elf. I can do this. Oh, no. 14.
Okay. So you just drop into the foliage and watch from a distance. You're about 100 feet out. You have a pretty good feeling that that's Shriela, but you can't tell what's happening. She could be enchanted for all you know.
Mm-hmm.
She could be hurt. You're not exactly certain what's happening. There's too much fog and you can't make out it's almost like it waves up to like her shoulders and then drops. So it's all obscured.
Okay. I mean, best case scenario, she's got it handled, but it would still be best to have a surprise attack, so I'm gonna stay low still and continue forward.
Okay. So you don't have to make a roll, you just keep going.
I was waiting for something.
If you want to get closer than 50 feet, then you'll have to make another one.
Okay. I'll stick at 50 for now and just see if I can see anything once I get closer.
Okay.
So get a better handle on things.
Alright, so you get within 50 and you can make another perception.
Okay, there we go. So 12?
Okay. So you see what I explained for Shriela, this bird-like woman with glowing yellow eyes. And she hasn't noticed you, and she still sings, but she speaks between songs to Shriela. She's speaking in the common tongue. But they seem to be having a conversation. You're coming into the conversation basically exactly where we left off before with her. So let's go back to you.
Okay.
So she's still staring down at you, and she starts to flutter her wings a little bit, and almost like she's stretching.
Are you a worshipper of Malar?
She turns back down to you, and her wings go around her again, and just her face is revealed to you. We are the song of Malar. We follow in his wake.
And what is Malar's purpose?
Purpose? To make things balanced again. For those to pay for the destruction of the natural world. And she starts to come down a little bit. She puts her wings out and flaps with one giant flap, and you can feel a gust of wind. She goes straight up in the air and she lands on the edge of the roof. Not on the top anymore, she's right there, and she's right like 10 feet away from you. And she looks down, her neck cranes down, and she looks directly at you. You are one of us, aren't you? The balance.
What do you mean?
You have come to balance the natural world. We are kindred.
No, that's not... Are you working with the Visitor?
The Visitor, she quirks her head. I do not know that name.
Yes, I came on a journey for the kindred spirit, but they said that things changed when the Visitor came.
And so she looks in the direction of where you would assume the temple to be. Malar walks the earth again. His word spreads. And the animals rise in power wherever he treads. Follow. The power will also be yours. And she starts to flap her wings again. And she leaps up to the top. And she's about to jump and fly into the air.
Wait. What if I choose not to follow?
She turns and just has this wicked grin crawl across her face. Then you will die. She takes off into the air. Disappears. And you see that happen. You don't hear much of this conversation. What do you do?
Is there any way I can, like, assess the cabin? Oof.
Yeah, it's this old rundown place that might have been like a woodsman's cottage at some point, but it's completely fallen to disrepair. You would guess that it's probably maybe 100 years old. Their door is kind of fallen on the hinges, and it's been overgrown by brush and brambles that have grown into the woodwork of the log cabin, but it's been long abandoned.
Okay. And so now that she's flown away,
Yeah.
has the fog dissipated and everything's kind of...
It's still present. But you can hear her song lingering as she flies away.
I'm still shaken by what she said. I guess I would go and explore the cabin, because at this point I'm by myself, so I need to kind of find shelter.
Sure. So you see Shriela go inside the cabin, and you see that whatever that was fly away.
Mm-hmm.
With no idea really what's going on.
Yeah. I'm gonna approach the cabin where
Okay.
Shriela is, and like make a bit of really obvious noise, like I'm doing some sort of like stupid walk so that she knows I'm coming and doesn't like
Okay. Go ahead. So make a, well, you can make a perception check.
make a stupid walk.
Make a
check.
stupid roll.
12! I'm like,
Just don't shoot me with anything.
I have no shooting weapons.
So you hear some rustling as you walk into this abandoned cabin, which is just a one room. You can see that there's a bed made out of wood that probably had like blankets on it at some point, but it's just cracked and fallen half down. And there's a little, what would have been a fire pit at some point with stakes driven to the side. It would have held a pot. But there's nothing in here anymore. But you hear rustling outside.
Do I recognize what the rustling is? Like, is it
No,
familiar?
you'd have to go and take a look through the door.
Are there windows?
They're pretty much overgrown with roots and stuff. And
Okay,
plants.
so so I creep up to the door, like my back to the door,
Yeah.
and if I hear a noise again, I have my quarterstaff out.
Okay.
And if I hear a noise, I'm gonna like bust open the door and have my quarterstaff ready.
Okay.
Oh,
So how close are you getting to the door?
You need a secret noise, man.
Yeah, we
You
do
need a
a
secret-
no.
Yeah.
We speak Elven.
Yeah, so my thinking is like I don't exactly trust her. I don't know what she's doing out in the woods. She turned into a fucking tiger and wanted to eat me.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm gonna call out to her, but like I super just don't trust her. So like try to catch her off guard a little, but not be like surprise. You know?
Okay, so you're calling out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call out like, hey, Shriela.
Leah,
Yeah, Leah? Where the hell did you go?
how did you? Can I open the door now?
We'll just talk on the other side.
Okay, we're just talking across the door. So I open the door, and I've just been so alone for so long. I just like come and hug you.
Okay, I'll just do like the pat, because like we're not of all the people in our group, not the closest at all. So like, just kind of like, oh, hey, how are you feeling?
Where's Van? Where's Petunia?
I assume they're still back at the temple, but we should really catch up with them because they don't really think too smart about stuff.
How long has that been? How long have I been gone? Is it far?
I
You're
can't,
right, yes.
I can't see the light because of the canopy of the trees, so I'm not really too sure. Not too long. I didn't pass out, so I think maybe like an hour or so.
Okay, yeah, we should head back. I came across a strange creature here. Did you hear music when you came here?
I did.
Okay, remember Malar in
Yeah.
the temple? It's these are its followers. They call them the Song of Malar.
We're talking like werewolf god Malar, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And they said that Malar walks the earth. So he's here.
this is important insight.
A little scary. Yeah, they said that they said that the rise of the army of fur and blood is happening. They said it's already in motion.
Okay. Gross.
So we need to go back quick. We
yeah.
need to figure
First
out.
things first, let's go find Petunia.
Oh yeah, Petunia and Van are alone. Okay,
Like
yeah,
like a
let's
full
hurry.
hour of being alone. Like can't be.
Okay.
You look at
Imagine
this
what
as the
will
rock
happen.
is on fire. That doesn't even make sense.
And there's like a big party outside. We're like,
We start just booking it.
Okay. So yeah, I should be able to find our way back through the woods, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
I think we should start heading in that. Oh, do you want to check out the cabin any further? See if there's anything in there? Or just...
It looked pretty deserted. I can do a quick check.
Sure, you guys can both make a perception
Yeah.
if you want to search around in here.
There.
22?
21.
You're both searching the room, and you find underneath, like where that bed area was, where it had fallen in, there is half submerged into the dirt, which looks like it might have just been like whittled away over time, or just blown away, or whatever. It was probably buried underneath the dirt underneath the bed, and it's just a chest. It's about 6 feet long, and it's fairly narrow. And it's very beautifully crafted, very ornate. It looks like whoever made it was a fantastically talented carver, a wood carver. And it has some elvish feel to it, actually. But it's very old. It's a very old box. As old as the cabin, probably.
Do you think you could open it?
I can try. So I just, I guess, check and see if it's locked.
No, it's not locked, no.
Okay. Flip it open.
Alright, so you flip it open, and inside you see a beautiful handcrafted bow. This is probably a hunter's cabin, and this was his hunting weapon.
Yoink.
zoinks.
Especially if there are any arrows laying around.
There are no arrows in there, just the bow itself, and it's inside is like almost like a velvet interior inlay that fits the bow perfectly. He had this handmade, or he made it himself, and this was clearly whoever lived here was his prized possession, and he left it here for some reason.
I'm gonna pick that up and take it with me.
Okay.
If that's
the
cool with
whole
you.
the case, or just the bow?
Just the bow.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you pop the bow out. All right.
Like, I'm not really into the artistry. I'm just like, it's better than what I got.
Okay.
Take it.
All right, so you pick it up, and it's the weighting on it is, no matter which way you turn your wrist as you hold it in the center, you don't feel a weight difference in any way. It is way better than the one you have that you picked up at Handy Mart. Before you left.
I grabbed some twigs off the ground and just strung them up. Yeah, I'm gonna sling that over my shoulder.
Okay, so the one thing you do notice is that it's going to need a new bowstring.
Okay.
It has one, but you pull on it and you can feel that there's slippage on it, and it's probably going to break after a few shots. This has probably been on there for a very long time, and it's lost its tension.
Okay.
So you're going to have to get that fixed at some point. You'll probably get a few shots off with this thing, but
Okay.
yeah.
So heading back in the direction of the river.
All right. So you get back to the river and follow it back up, and it takes you about an hour to get back to the river and then to the point where you can see the temple in the distance. So you guys have been, Van and Petunia, have stuffed these people up in the tree again.
No.
What have you been doing in the hour that it's going to take them to get back to you?
Well, I thought we'd go find them, but then I realized I don't really I don't know how to do ranger things. And I ask you if you know how to do ranger things.
Not really.
Yeah.
I wonder how. I mean, yeah, I'm just not very great with nature.
Yeah.
You're a city girl.
I like big cities.
Yeah, I like nature, but I can't pay attention for too long. So I forget what we're doing.
Plus, in case they're coming back, they could find us here. Whereas, like, if we get lost, we're lost.
Yeah.
Oh god,
philosophy.
you guys should go off on an adventure.
Like, what
Never see them again.
we end up in a whole different, part of the map. And, so, how are they gonna find us here?
Good question. We could light fire, but
Yeah.
then what
Under
if we
the
call
tree.
more creatures?
In the tree.
In the tree.
Save them from the heroes.
What should we do? Maybe explore a little bit, but not too far.
She's like, oh, okay. Or we could go back to where we were. That's where saw us.
I want to do a perception throw and see if like there's a place where we can hide while we wait for them.
Sure.
Hide so we can find where you are.
Hide so we can scare them when they come back.
Do a stupid pock.
7 plus 1. 8.
8?
Yeah.
You take a look around and you see some like knee-high stones that would probably hide you real well.
Is it by? There's 2 entrances, right?
Well, no, there's one
What?
entrance to where you are. The stairs going down.
Okay. Are the
They're
stones?
right by the creek.
Okay.
That was there.
Is the stones by the entrance?
They're by the tree, kind of. And you take a look at that, and you think that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
I think it's a good idea.
Like she's standing by it, and it literally is up to her knees, and she's like crouching behind it, and half of her, like her torso up, is protruding out from the rock. It might work for you, but not
I
for her.
can totally
for sure.
see you. You stand out like a troll's ball.
Are you sure? I think I'm pretty well hidden.
That's what the troll said. Okay, well, let's go by the door and see if we can hide there. And we can surprise.
I like that.
So where do you want to go?
By the door and see if I can see anywhere.
Which door? Sorry?
The entrance to the cave.
Like
The stairwell.
Yeah, the stairwell.
Oh, the stairwell.
Yeah.
So you're just hiding in the stairwell?
No, that's a bad idea. By where we can see the stairwell and see. I'm gonna see if there's anywhere that
Go ahead.
that we can
Make a
hide.
perception check.
So 13. Oh no, sorry, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16?
Keep that in mind. Perception's lower
So
than yours.
as you're scanning around, you can see they're pretty well hidden in the tree, and you remember that just across the creek there was a larger tree as well that overlooks both the stairwell and this tree that they're hidden in. It's smaller than the one that the entire group of people is hiding in right now, but it would be more than enough for both of you if you climbed up high enough that you could hide in its branches.
Okay.
You also notice something else. When you start to, like, you point it out, is that where you want to go? You want to go hide in that tree?
Yeah.
You see something, a spot in the sky. There's something flying overhead, and you start to hear music.
Oh no.
And it's this haunting song starts to play. You also all of a sudden hear it. And for you, it's almost like this moment of, and it's like this really, really nice tune. You would kind of attribute it to, actually, you could make a history check on this.
Oh yeah. Good old bard.
Or dang it. Am I a bard? 3, 0, 3.
We have your plus 1, right?
Oh yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Woo.
You're trying to pin it down, and maybe it's something from home. It has that kind of that weird rise and fall of the voice, but it also sounds like maybe Elven. But then the Omnian people also have that kind of throaty rise and fall. You can't pin it down. It sounds like a mash of a few different styles of singing, but it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. And you can see that there's this creature flying in the sky, and it's coming over the tops of the trees in the distance, and it's getting closer, and the song grows louder as it flies. Both of you make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, no. I gotta get there faster.
Can you guys run? 17.
Is this magic?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Just let me check.
Is it charm and magic or just magic?
Well, I get an advantage, but I mean, it's not bad.
My home. Mohar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is magic, yeah.
Okay. I'll roll twice then. I get advantage on that. Finally, I get to use. Oh, well. Every time I get advantage, I roll the same freaking thing. Okay, so 13.
And what did you get?
17.
Okay. So it's an intoxicating song, and you can't take your eyes off of this winged creature flying over the trees, and it's getting closer, but you manage to break the concentration for a second. You feel like the music is taking over you, but you manage to start climbing back up into the tree. And you watch it as it flies, and it just continues past where you guys are, and continues on northward.
That's beautiful.
I think I've heard this. I know I've heard this. I know my music. I just feel it. But I don't know where it's from.
I like it.
I like it too.
And then the music is gone.
This is our conversation. You guys are figuring out what's going on. We're just like, that's nice.
Check. I love this.
You start.
I like flying.
Do you want to try to transpose what you heard? You want to try?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make a perform check. See if you can kind of figure out the song.
Oh, she's gonna be playing a song when we get there. Oh my god.
They're gonna be Dang it. Well, 14, 15.
Okay, so how does Van learn music? Does she learn it by reading notes, and can she read music, or is she by ear?
She's by ear. Like,
By
she
ear?
knows some notes,
Yeah.
but it's mostly by ear.
So if
like
she hears someone else play it, she figures it out. She
Yeah.
doesn't go to a thing and write notes down and write it out on a piece of paper.
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So makes it a little easy for you that you learn that way, but that also means that your character right now doesn't read notes.
Mhm.
So we'll keep that in mind.
All right.
But you hear it and you don't write it down. Obviously, you're sitting in the tree and you start plucking away at your guitar, and as she starts picking out some of the notes and she's humming a little bit, and it's not quite right because like that song's lingering in your head. It's close though.
Oh my god, that's good. Yeah.
You can try to assist her. So you're going to make a.
I have 2 drums. I'm a drummer.
Okay.
I have 2 drums.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah.
In the middle
Start-
of the danger, we just play music.
So
This is so stealthy.
her rhythm is a little bit off, and you pull out your drum and you start just kind of giving it a really gentle tap to keep her in rhythm.
Okay.
So
That was not rhythm.
yeah,
Okay.
this is your character, not you.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
So go ahead and make a perform check. So you have skill with the drum, so look at what the bonus is next to your drum.
I don't have a bonus. I didn't write it down.
Do you have drums written down there?
Yeah, I have 2 drums. It doesn't. I didn't
I
write
think
down.
that means you
one.
have proficiency with it.
Yeah.
If you write it down.
Oh,
you have
okay. Yeah,
proficiency.
it's
You
my
have it.
proficiency.
So you get +2.
A +2. Sweet.
Do you have a drum in your equipment?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got 18. So 19, 20.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she smooths it out. You're like, oh, the timing, because you have it playing in your ear. You get the timing. You can make another roll with advantage.
Cool.
Net 20.
We got the music skills.
We should be
Okay.
world touring.
So you
Yeah.
you rolled a natural 20?
Yeah.
So you guys return.
Oops.
And like in a state of like,
we're just jamming out in the
urgency
tree.
and fear. Like,
And you run in through the temple, you go up to that room where they were, all the people are out of their cages. You're assuming they helped them, but you have no idea. And you're breathing, both of you heavily exhausted. And it's quiet for a second, and you can hear the music that you heard in the woods echoing down the staircase towards where you guys currently are.
Leah, I don't mind. Okay, we gotta hurry. What if that thing's got them?
I mean, they're probably already dead, so...
Okay, yes, you're right. So, how do we do this? I mean, you could try shooting it so that at least it stops the song.
Nate, I'll let you get a perception check when you listen to the music. You get one perception check.
She's trying to kill us.
I'm just trying to save you. I don't know. Oh, I rolled a 2 plus my 5, so it's 7. I was 7.
The harpy's probably eating them right now.
Shit.
The harpy is probably feasting on their bones.
Okay, well, can Leah not throw
Sources.
perception? Because at least she recognized it from childhood. No? She would
Can't
know
tell
better.
I'm
the
already,
difference.
like, drawing my bow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the voice that you had. You were trying to. You could tell the difference between Van's voice
yeah.
and this, but you can't. She got a natural 20.
I know.
She's perfectly
She's like
emulating the harpy song.
Oh god. So we're
That
stuck.
good of music.
Can I
Okay.
try to do a minor illusion too, because I'm feeling it, and I want to do some colors in the tree. I just wanted to like get a little bit of light show
Tree
going.
rave.
You can cast spells
Well, I can do cantrips, minor illusion cantrip.
as a gnome.
Yep.
Okay.
she
Alright.
just wants to die.
So
She
what
wants to
is-
get hit with an arrow. She's like,
So I've got like these soft colors, like kind of light show going in the tree.
So at this point, you guys see everyone in the other tree has turned and is watching you guys
I was gonna say, I was
do
wondering
this
how.
concert. And they're all just like. And this ridiculous scene continues to unfold as you run up the stairs, terrified that your friends are probably already dead and your wife might already be dead. You run up the stairs and you get to the top, and the first thing you see is a tree full of people to your left, and the music is just, it's echoing out across the top of this plateau, and it's haunting the woods around it. It's filtering everywhere. You guys can both make perception checks.
12.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
I rolled an 8.
Okay. So you do a quick scan. You're just like, you're losing your mind. Where are they? Where are they?
Oh my god, man!
But you just do a quick scan, and you don't see Van Tyler, but you see Petunia lights kind of shooting around her helmet.
Yeah.
And she's just like on a drum in the tree. You're assuming that's where some of the music's coming from. You're not sure what she's doing. What is going on?
Well, we still don't know if they're like under some sort of spell or not. No. Don't want to accidentally hit anyone.
Leah, I'm so upset. I can't focus. Do you see the harpy? I can't.
I don't, but harpies don't make weird colors, right?
No.
Or at
No,
least this
no,
one
they
didn't. I
no,
didn't-
they this one had like that fog and that mist. Remember the mist? That was the big thing in
There's definitely none of that here.
Yeah, there's no mist. There's fucking colors coming from a tree. They're just like,
And you can see Petunia.
yeah, I'm gonna walk up to the tree and just like slam my fist on it.
Okay.
Petunia!
So you hear them and you stop playing.
Hey, what are you doing? You ruined our jam session.
Hey,
jam
guys.
session.
It's,
What are you guys doing?
Are you okay? You seem upset.
I'm very upset.
Why are you upset?
You're singing a harpy song.
don't say that. She's good.
I know she's good. That's why I'm so upset because you sound like the harpy.
We could have killed you guys.
Yes.
You could kill anyone at any time. You can do it all the time by accident.
That's not fair.
Did you hear us? We're so good.
So, Van, Julia, you can write down as a special ability on your character sheet Harpy Song. You now have the ability to channel that
Cool.
song because you rolled a nat 20 when you're transcribing it.
That's awesome.
So you can use that ability. It's not as good, but you can use the song. And I will tell you after the game, or maybe during the break, what it does for you.
All right.
Okay?
Ooh.
What do they think over there? What do you guys think of our song? To the
Maybe
tree.
yours on. This is really good. I liked it.
Why did you?
See?
Where did you learn the song?
We saw this flying thing, dark, big wings, and it was very magical, so we just started playing it.
I'm glad you guys had such a great time while we were out in the woods. Why are there people in the tree?
Yeah. Why are they on the tree?
I don't know. Stay away from meat buns. And dogs. And
And
tigers.
dogs?
Tigers.
Yeah, you did see that there was dead dogs by the stairs.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Don't
that's-
feed them anymore.
I guess that works. That's probably not what we would have done. but
No.
Creative.
Gotta give you credit for that. It's true.
Thank you, thank you.
So,
Okay, so Leah came and saved me. I'm so upset, honey, because the harpy was what was trying to control me with that song. The harpy songs control people. It's part of Malar. They're the song of Malar. Remember that? Where
thing God?
Yes, thank you.
God. Yeah. Oh.
So I don't think it's good to be playing that song because it's good that you can do that.
Yeah.
So we can kind of go undercover because they said that the rise of fur and blood is rising.
Didn't we kill the fur and blood?
I thought so too, but the harpy said that Malar walks the earth.
Oh, by the way, I didn't find Pete the Wolf.
I try to look through his eyes. He's not a wolf. Olive lied again.
Well, no kidding. No. I don't know if I killed it. I didn't, his body was gone. I didn't see anything, but I was kind of in a panic, so I might have missed it. But, there's no guarantee that Pete the Wolf is dead.
Or Pete the Wolf, yeah.
Pete the Wolf.
The wolf.
So, how do we kill a god?
I don't know.
It's strange because I thought it was already kind of like not a lot of people was still following.
No,
And
that's
now-
Maliki.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
them confused.
That was the.
No,
But,
Malar,
I guess
also
that's...
faded. He was stopped worship quite a long time ago.
But it seems like that's why they said that the rise of the army is happening again.
Well, does anybody know about the temple? What about the bowl?
I didn't get that far. I'm sorry. I got washed up in a river. I almost died. I didn't have time to think. I still have it.
Yeah. Maybe those tree people know more.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I take out the bowl.
Can we help them down?
Yeah. Can we have a conversation?
You can do whatever you want with them. I don't know. They hug. Watch out.
Oh.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll help them.
Yeah,
now.
they hug.
So you go over to the tree and you help them down, and they are looking a bit better. They tell you that you've been giving them food and that they seem to be restoring their strength a little bit. And eventually, after a few minutes, they're all down, gathered around the tree with the rest of you. What do you do?
I take out the bowl. Is that frightening?
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
We just need your help and understanding because you guys have gone through so much. What does this mean to you?
So when you pull out the bowl, the woman with the boy all of a sudden takes stock of the situation, and she's like, "Where's my husband?"
I'm unaware of the situation, so.
Where's my husband? He escaped the cage. he ran after you. He was with the wolf. What happened to him?
Oh.
And I'm like, kicking dirt in the corner.
I think just because there were so many attacks and trying to save you guys, I think he might have gotten caught in the crossfire.
He's dead?
I think so. I'm sorry.
Where's his body?
It's not the guy we threw off the waterfall,
Oh,
I think.
I don't know which one he was.
We're just setting ourselves up for good relations here.
Not the one you threw off the waterfall.
I know.
She's like, let's get rid of the body.
Yeah, when she says, help me get rid of the body.
He's the one in the room, right?
No, he was the one that you.
The one that we,
The one that was on
one
the
of those
wolf.
two that we
Oh,
killed
yeah.
that were
Yeah,
trying to get
yeah.
the boy.
Leah actually shot him off.
Oh,
yeah.
right. Oh, I
heard
thought.
that
Yeah.
guy. I don't say that
Oh,
out loud,
yeah.
by the way. That's out of character.
Okay.
I don't know. So we hear, and then suddenly I don't know.
She's gonna make a little bit of an intuition roll here. Well, I might go search for his body.
Probably not gonna.
I know it was kind of crazy, so I understand if he's fallen, but I need to know. And she takes her boy, and they start to walk down the stairs.
It's probably not a good idea.
No,
No,
you should
Yeah.
stay with us.
Yeah.
It's probably not safe. We don't know if
Yeah.
there's more
There's more.
gnolls and other creatures.
And there's spiders and
Yes.
centipedes and stuff like that.
I think there's a better chance to find it with more people later on. Like right now, you guys should stay together.
Make a persuasion check.
All of us are.
Just Van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang it. 5,
In
10.
that glass was the first hit.
Cheating. 18. 19.
She nods, and her son looks up, and he says, "Listen to her, mommy. She's good people. She's a good person." and she just smiles at it. He's like, "She sang to me. She's very nice." So she's like, "Okay." So she just puts her arms around her boy. "Please promise that we can find him after we figure out what's going on." So she backs up. So the rest of them are still standing around. The woman with the diary, she's actually been pretty distracted by that. She's flipping through it right now, reading it, and you can see that she's just overwhelmed with emotion, and the memories are starting to flood back to her.
Okay, so so does anyone else remember the importance of this bowl or anything else from your time here? Would help us.
So Heidi, the woman with the journal, she closes snaps the journal shut. She's like, it's coming back to me. I remember. I came here in search of the kindred spirits. I wanted to become a maven. I can see that now in my journal. There was weird things happening here. I was taken on some kind of vision quest, and then I was taken into the temple by Phaedra? Is that name?
Yes.
I was taken into the temple, and I drank from this bowl, and I don't remember after that what happened.
They were gonna turn us into those.
Yes.
I'm so glad they're dead.
Yeah.
She looks at you two in particular. What do you mean? You already bear its mark. Both of you.
What?
Bear what mark?
Bear a mark?
Yes. So she goes over to you and she points where you got bit by the creature, and she just moves your cloak aside a little bit, and it's completely healed over, even though you haven't received any healing, and you forgot about it. There was way too much stuff going on, and the bite mark has changed. It is like an actual, you can see the teeth around it, but you can see that there is a mark above where the teeth line is, and it just looks like really black veins that are showing up underneath your skin. And it just doesn't form a shape or anything, but it looks like like dark black veins leading to a center point from all areas around the teeth mark. And you got bit on the arm, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And you see the same thing.
What does this mark mean?
You are part of it now. You're changed. Like we were.
Ooh. That's not good.
Yeah, that is not true.
So
I don't think so.
So you either drink from the bowl or you get bitten? Is that how this happens?
Yes. Anyone who has drank from the bowl passes it to other people. You've been bitten by somebody who drank from the bowl.
Do you know if there's a way to fix this, to cure this?
I have no idea.
How do you know
I know
that?
nothing about this other than I know what the mark looks like. And she rolls up her sleeve that's kind of tattered. And you can see that in her arm. She doesn't have any bite marks because she drank from it, but you can see what looks like a black tattoo, but it's underneath her skin, and it looks like the veins from her wrist all the way up to her elbow. And it's just black, solid black lines that are veiny.
So what makes you change? Because you're human form now.
Kind
The
of.
animal takes over.
Like, ish.
There's nothing that we can do to stop it. When it seizes you, the animal takes over your body, and there's nothing that you can do to stop it.
Oh, right. They should go back in the tree.
She looks at you, Shriela. I saw you change. If you've been infected by anything that has happened here, whether it be the physical or the spiritual, you be very careful about what you do with that ability, because you may never be able to change back again.
Oh.
You're right. You're right. Is there anything else you remember?
Just the darkness that fell in afterwards, waking up every so often in that cage. I don't know why we were there. I don't know what they were doing to us.
Were they making an army? Just increasing the number?
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's happened. All I know is that when I came here, there was 2 women and a man.
Tell us more about this man.
I think he was the man that was in the room with us.
Pete.
The wolf creature that fled. I think it was him, but I didn't see his human face, so I don't know. I know what his human face looks like, but I've only seen Webb since I've been in the cage, his wolf face. Mm-hmm. I assume it's the one and the same, but it's an estimation, a guess. I don't know.
Maybe Pete is Maliki.
Malar.
Malar. Oh, I like Maliki. I forgot.
Can you bring us to safety, back to out of the woods, somewhere safe?
I haven't seen anywhere safe.
Yeah, the only place I was thinking is like back to the little tree village where we came from, with like the houses and the huts.
No, I want out of these woods. I never want to come back here. I want to go home.
It's pretty far, but at least there's some food in the village, and we gotta find this god, and then we gotta make him drink from the bowl, or kill him, or something. I don't know.
We want to put a
Okay.
stop to this.
Yeah.
So I think what Leah and what Petunia are saying is we can put you up into the village where you can be safe, like sheltered.
This wood is cursed. There's nothing safe about this place.
No. We know a nice.
Nope.
Very reassuring.
Yeah. We know a nice guy, Scout, but we don't want to bring you there because you might turn into an animal. Lead him.
Though Scout did know a lot more than anybody else we've run into about all of this lycanthrope stuff.
He also controls the ghosts. He was. You didn't see that?
The thing he did with the dead guy? I mean, we don't know what that was, though. Could have been good, could have been bad, but
I don't trust ghosts.
I trust Scout more than anyone else.
I don't.
True. You don't?
No.
Well, I know you. You don't trust anyone.
And he doesn't eat meat.
I was gonna say it's because he doesn't eat meat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't trust any vegetarians. She's like, this scout person, older man?
Yeah.
I remember meeting him, I think. I believe I stayed there for a night on my journey. I would feel safe there. I felt safe when I was there, if my memory served me correct. If you can take me there, I would be very happy.
Let's bring the bull to Scout. Maybe he will
You might know,
Yeah.
yeah.
might
And
know.
he's. I mean, like, honestly, who else do we know around here? I don't trust anyone up in that village. Even with the Mavens gone, who knows who's in charge now?
Yeah.
Who knows how far this goes, right?
Yeah. And maybe Scout knows Pete.
It's true, he might.
Scout knows some things.
And also, there was this pseudo mayor in the town, Aquila. She went to go find Scout too. So
Oh yeah, that's right. And she was with that guy.
And she trusted him.
and she trusted him.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe it is the best thing to do.
I think it's our best chance at finding more information. Though I am still a little bit put off by the fact that we don't know where Pete the Wolf is.
I am more scared about the fact that we have these things. I mean, what the fuck is this?
Well, honey, that's why we're gonna go to Scout. Maybe he can help.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's go.
So you're gonna take this whole crew of people.
How many are there?
There was
Explanate something.
5, 6 with the boy.
Yeah.
6 with the boy. Okay.
How about you guys tell us if you feel like you're going to go furry.
I thought that's what you said before.
That's what
Alright.
she said.
Oh god damn it. So do you help this woman find her husband first, or do you try to
Look,
encourage
I'm
them
gonna be
along?
honest with you. I'm pretty sure he went into the river.
Heroically. Like, yeah.
So she
It
looks at,
was
she looks at
definitely
you.
a good fight. I'll admit that.
He's a hero. Yeah.
So he was fighting the wolf then?
Mm-mm.
He was all on top of him. You should have seen him just grabbing right onto the wolf. It's crazy.
It's not a lie. Alright, so she nods and so his body's gone, you're sure?
We were at the mouth of the river when it happened. He got knocked off. And, I mean, Shriela went into the river too. You can even ask her. The river was really, really rough at that area going around the bend.
She's like, I don't have any words, but the fact that he fought like a hero for me and for my son, that means everything. Thank you. And the boy just smiles like, my dad's a hero. And he just basically falls in with her, and you guys, they're going to accept that story that that's what happened. So you guys travel back through the woods to the Grey Woods village, and it takes you all day until the sun is completely set. It was already starting to set by the time you got back here, but it is completely dark by the time you get back to the Grey Woods village. And it's as empty, even emptier than when you found it last time.
Yeah.
And yeah, the only 2 people left have gone, and the fog is heavier now. And as you get further into the Grey Woods, you notice that the fog is so dense that your vision disappears after about 40 feet out into anywhere in any direction, and it's just pouring, like as though it's pouring from the trees itself, and it moves in waves and coils and roils around, almost like it is alive, and it's really unsettling. You get to the Grey Woods village, and are you just going to keep heading towards Scout, or do you want to stop here for the night? Scout will be another hour or 2 to get to his place.
It's dark.
Yeah, I think we should stay here,
Batten the
rest, eat.
Okay.
I think, yeah. We batten the hatches.
Yeah, the like little inn place where
Yeah.
we came in before.
Yeah.
I guess the front door should be open now since we came out that way and didn't
Okay.
knock it back up.
Sure.
So, in there.
All right.
And-
So you guys pile into the inn and lock the doors and put
And-
barricades up.
Well, I gotta look around before we barricade
Yeah.
ourselves in.
Do a
Oh,
quick
okay.
rat check.
This place is still completely empty. That
Right.
all of you team up and do a quick scan of the place. It is exactly as you left it, and you spend the night. Nothing happens throughout the night. That fog never goes away. Was there something you wanted to do?
I just wanted to make sure that counts as a rest.
Is
Yeah.
it
Yeah, this is a long
Okay.
rest, so
Okay.
you heal up all your hit
Good.
points.
Okay.
Get back all your spells and all that kind of stuff, so you're ready to go.
Roll like a race scene.
I
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for that.
Is there any kind of armory in the town?
No.
Okay.
Any kind of what?
Armory.
Is there a bar?
I think
No.
we're like in
It's-
technically the bar.
Yeah, this is technically the bar. Yeah. So the morning rolls around, you all wake rested, and this is the first time you've really had a full night's rest without anything completely weird happening. You wake up refreshed, and Then you wake up. You're a tiefling, so you do sleep. That song would not leave. It was in your dreams. You dreamt of the shores of the Mulholland shores of your home, and that song, like, you feel that you heard that song, and it was what made you leave your home behind. You in your dream, that's what you see. You see this little boat on the side of the shores, and the song is like permeating. It echoes across the waters, across the ocean. And when you woke up, it was you getting into the boat, but you woke up this morning, and it still lingers and rings in your ears, and you can't get this song out of your head. The rest of you wake up feeling very rested, and that song does affect you as well, not to the depths that it does Van, though. And you gather up your gear and you start to walk along the road, and that fog is still ever present. It shifts and flows and follows you wherever you go. And it's worse now than when it was on the way up here. It's deeper and it's gone further into the woods. It's starting to spread out even further. It wasn't on this road before. It basically started in the village, but it's heading further south now. Almost as though this corruption is starting to spread. Each of you can make a perception check as you walk along the roads. This broken wagon road in the woods leading towards scouts.
23.
16.
16 as well.
10.
If you beat 15, as you're walking along, you've gone for about 20 minutes down the road, you hear cries, guttural growls and cries in the fog beyond, in the trees on both sides of you. And you hear snapping and feet rushing through the underbrush. And that's where we're going to take a break.
No!
Okay. Alright, here we go, everyone. We are into the battle section here. Sorry for we took a little bit of an extended break. We were trying to get our kid out to bed, so that seems to be effective. So we are going to go straight into the combat. So as you can see on the map there, they're getting ambushed. We've also added their little crew, their little posse of innocent people, which I hope to wonderfully slaughter. And we'll see how this all goes down.
Can we go back on break?
So let's get some combat music going. I am going to play the regular combat music because you guys just listened to the soundtrack. We're going to go with the one that's before. So
ready.
and a shout out to, I'm just trying to see his name on here so I get it correct. Producer Straight DT. We've been using your music for combat for a while, so thank you so much for that. Alright, so you guys hear the howling and the growling and the yipping and yelping coming from the fog around you, and you can see the outlines of gnolls and a giant dire wolf, and you know that it's the same one that disappeared into the grass and is coming back for a little revenge. Roll initiative.
Oh.
You better not be first. What'd you roll?
18.
Oh no!
Yeah.
It's okay, you can
I'm
go
18 as
first.
well.
18? Okay,
Oh, shit.
I rolled 15. What are you?
7.
Whoopsie.
Okay.
Someone's coming to help you.
Yeah.
We
It's my
got
crew.
Van.
Well, no, we rolled the same
oh,
initiative,
okay,
so
yeah.
then that goes by what bonus? That you.
Whoever has the higher initiative bonus.
Oh, okay, I have 3.
Yes.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Petunia, Van.
They're going on 9.
Okay, so that means it's then Shriela, then Leah. Shriela.
Wait, sorry, you got?
I got 15.
Okay, so it's Shriela and then them and then
Oh,
me.
what did you
what?
roll?
What'd you get? Oh, 4.
Yeah, I got 7 total.
So Shriela, Creeps, Leah.
Yeah.
Creeps.
So
I just
that's
call them
just
creeps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Top of the order.
Petunia.
That would be me. So we see them. We know they're coming behind us.
Look
No,
at
to
the
our
map.
side. To our
Okay.
side.
They're on
Okay,
either
sorry.
side of the road as you
Oh,
walk
those are our
down.
people. Okay.
Yeah, and that's your little crew of ragtag ragamuffins.
Okay. Damn it. All right. I am going to rage. That's my first action.
All right, it's a bonus action. So.
Okay. Yeah. And then I'm going to freak out and run towards. Okay. What have I got for my extra things now? Not much. Okay. All right. I'm gonna run towards the. I know what you're gonna do. I'm gonna run towards the biggest one.
The wolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to make a reckless attack on him.
Okay, so go ahead and if you want to move her for her, just
So
straight towards
what's
the wolf.
your
She can make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25
here?
Yeah.
Okay, so she runs forward, charging, swinging her sword wildly over her head, throwing herself fully into battle with rage, completely slamming through her body, her eyes going red.
So mad at you dogs! And then I attack him.
Go ahead.
And I get advantage. So I'm using a reckless attack. So that was 16. Next one is 2. So
Alright,
not my advantage. So no, sorry, I have to do my bonuses. So 16, no, it's with my longsword. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Alright, so you hit him.
Yeah. Alright. And then I'm gonna roll a D8. Slash it. Yeah. And then
Is that the noise you make?
that's the noise I make. So that's 5. 5 plus 6, 7, 8, 9.
Alright, so you run forward and you lunge as high as you can. You drive your longsword all the way up to the hilt in the front of his chest, and it buries in, and you rip it out again, and just rage coursing through you, blood spills out, and you notice that it starts to heal up really quickly.
Oh yeah, we need silver for this guy. Who's
You
got the
have
dagger?
the dagger still.
Oh yeah, I should use the dagger.
You're raging, you're not thinking clearly right
Yeah. I'm like, oh.
Next.
Next is Van.
Van.
Okay.
So just to point out the map, those kind of looks like stone in the center,
Yeah.
like
here?
the ridges. So these areas at the back are higher up, and you go down. That's what they're hills basically. So this knoll is higher ground here.
Oh, right, and these are lower. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to inspire Shriela. Use my bardic inspiration.
Okay. Are you doing a combat one or just a regular inspiration?
Regular bardic
Okay.
inspiration. Yeah.
All right. So you have a D6 that you can add to a skill check or an attack roll.
Ooh. Okay.
And that is a bonus action for you. So you sing a song to your wife and you pull your guitar and you start strumming. What do you do after that? You can still move, you can still do a spell. You got a few options.
Okay. Let me see really quick. I want to throw a cloud of daggers this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the range on the Cloud of Daggers? How far away can you cast it?
60 feet. So I
Okay,
think we're
that's
good.
easily within range of those
Yeah.
two guys over there. All right. So you start singing a spell, and the song starts to grow, and the notes start hitting this mechanical clanging sound as this whirling metal tornado bursts into the air around those two knolls over there, and they are caught completely and enveloped in this shower of metal, sharp, jagged metal that starts to rip them apart. Did they get a saving throw against that spell?
They. No, I
No.
don't think so.
Okay, so you just roll the damage against them.
Should take. Yeah. 4d4.
Okay.
And where did you cast that? Like
Yeah,
right
just so
over
that I
them,
know
or-
where they're.
Because
I wouldn't-
remember last time that if you cast it so that there's still room for them to move, if they move into that further, they
Any
still.
movement further in,
Yeah.
they'll have to do it.
What
Yeah.
is the how big of a square is it?
5 feet on each side.
Okay, so you want to cast it in the middle of them?
Yeah.
Okay. And
So
then
here and there. Okay, so it's like
So
that.
like when they move.
it would be in the middle of them and then probably out. So they'd have to move through it once at least.
Okay, yeah.
Or unless they move
It's
sideways.
5 feet on either side if you
Yeah.
were to cast it.
Yeah.
So they're
It's a
like
cube, 5 feet. Yeah.
yeah. So
Put it in the
yeah,
center
they would
now.
have like one on either side.
no, it'd be 5 feet on the either side of the square she casts it on.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
one to the left, one to the right. That's it. All right, and then one forward, one back.
Yeah.
It's a square. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. Roll the damage.
4, 2, 4, 10, and 2, 12.
All right, so they start getting shredded. You see fur and blood start flying out from this meat grinder that you've created out of song, and you can hear them screaming in pain inside of it, but they're still standing. Do you want to move at all, or do you want to stay where you are?
I want to move over here.
Okay, so you can
Sorry.
move, I think, 6 squares.
6?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll only move 4.
Okay. Who's up?
It is now me.
All right, Shriela.
Okay. I'm going to move here. Front. And then I'm going to cast Moonbeam
On the guy in front of
on
me.
these.
Okay.
Well, because then I would have. Oh, actually.
I'm like, I'm gonna get fucked up.
You're like, yeah.
Well, I don't think Moonbeam would affect the wolf.
I don't know.
We should try. The only thing is that it's a 5-foot radius, and I think I'd get you.
Only, yeah, I guess.
Unless you
behind.
cast it at the back of it.
Shoot it at his butt.
Like you shoot his butt, yeah. That would be
Oh, like over here?
like just on the edge of the map. On the
Right,
side.
like on that side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can always shoot them. Okay, I'll go on this side.
Okay.
And I'll cast it on that side.
So, okay.
Yeah, towards his butt. Yeah, like that there.
Okay. All right. So, does he get a saving throw?
No, it's 2d10.
And what is its effect? What does it do?
You are engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain.
Yeah.
And
Whatever.
you...
What
Oh,
is-
you must
so-
make a constitution saving throw.
Does it have any special effects on certain types of creatures?
No.
Okay.
No, it just says that if... Yeah, you have to make a constitution saving throw, and it's 2d10 on a failed save or half as much on a
Okay.
successful.
So roll 1d10 and makes it save.
Oh, what?
It starts to burn through it. How much did you do?
3.
Can she,
So it just comes straight down and starts to burn through. You can hear it howling, and it tenses up and tries to like push away the searing pain that you're engulfing it in, and it's definitely wounding it. And you can see that damage is not healing. It automates permanent damage to it.
And then my d6 that she gave me, do I use that on top of this, or is that only for like attacks?
The chat said that you can use it however you want. So it's an upgraded version of it. So you could roll that d6 and add it to the damage.
Yes.
Okay.
4.
Okay, so 7 total?
Yeah.
Alright, so it does more, and all of a sudden it just becomes even brighter, and you can hear the crunching of the ground underneath it as the fog actually separates away as this moonbeam comes straight from the sky and strikes it. Who's up?
Next is their turn.
Alright, so the dire wolf is going to attack Petunia. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 16.
Pretty sure that hits you, but
but I have a new pixie skull.
he smashes it.
Oh
Horrible.
17. Yeah. So he lunges down and just you bring your shield up and he bites straight over top of his mouth. It's so big, your shield just goes into his mouth, and he bites over and hits the top of your shoulder and into your armpit and crunches down. He does.
I always get eaten.
It's just because you're so cute.
Yeah.
Even when I'm raging, I'm
You take 10 damage.
Oh my god.
And remember, you're raging, so you take half
yeah.
that.
Oh, half. That's right.
And make a strength saving throw, which you get at advantage because you're raging.
Okay. Oops, what am I doing? Do same. 17, 18, 19, 20.
So he lifts you up by your arm and tries to throw you to the ground, and you, with one hand, open up his mouth and push yourself out and land on the ground. He was trying to drop you prone and drive you into the ground, but you got away.
Stop trying to eat me.
And then the gnolls charge. This gnoll, just gonna move here. He runs and takes a flying leap, jumps off of this ridge, and brings down his halberd two-handed. He gets an advantage as he attacks Shriela. You look up and you see him coming over the ridge straight down at you. And he hits you.
Damn it, I thought I was barbarian bait. I think he was gonna go after the mage. Sorry.
Missing a D10 apparently, even though I brought one.
Oh.
We hit it.
Yeah, we're like,
And you take 2d10 damage. Oh man. You take 11 points of damage as he slashes straight into your collarbone, and you almost get knocked off your feet. The blow is just brutal. You go down to a knee and you push it out. We grab it and shove it out and manage to stand back up again. These other ones, they charge. Actually, he's gonna go here, and so he takes another. He walks through the cloud, so he takes the damage. This guy doesn't. He's gonna crawl 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and that's his whole move. He starts running towards the people in the back with his halberd straight up in the air. And but that one's gonna get an attack on Leah. But first, you roll your damage with your spell that he runs through that cloud of daggers.
So it's 44.
2, 1, 2, 3, 8.
8 total. All right, so he gets shredded up, and he comes out of that cloud of daggers just covered in cuts and blood and all kinds of stuff. Chat is saying that Moonbeam does have special effects on shape changers.
Ooh.
So you might want. Does it not say it on that card?
No.
But it says to check the book.
Oh, yes, it'd be 261.
It's like, this is too much information to put on a card.
Yeah.
261, yeah.
We'll apply it to the next round.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just consider that a learning round. And so the direwolf has went and an attack on Leah. He's staggering. He's not looking very strong because he's been sliced to pieces, and he, with a very heavy, slow swing, brings it straight down. He's trying to chop you in half, and you just jump to the side, and it hits the ground and cracks a rock in half on the ground. And he looks like he's breathing heavy, and he pulls it back up. He's not looking like he's in a very good way. That is the end of their actions.
Okay. So then it is my turn. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna use my short sword.
Okay.
On the gnoll right next to me. So. Oh, 6.
And actually roll damage for that other gnoll. Apparently, he takes damage if he starts his turn in that area, which he did.
Oh,
So go ahead and roll more damage against him.
There.
Actually, was it 8? We'll just say it was 8 damage.
Yeah, it was 8.
Okay, so they both take 8 damage.
Okay.
He's a little bit hurt. They're both actually pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Sorry, they've been happening. The sound is turned way down so it doesn't break immersion.
Okay, sorry, so, in light of that, can I do something else? Because I just rolled to use my short sword on that guy, but I would rather protect the other guy, knowing that that guy is also just as wounded.
You could move, you could move in up 5 feet, I think.
Well, because, like, this guy's far enough away that I can shoot him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then
You'd be at a disadvantage, though, because you're
he's-
shooting with a guy right next to you who's attacked you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unless you want to move out of that space.
No, okay. So I rolled a 6 against the guy that was
Alright,
next to
so
me.
you turn, and as he's bringing up his halberd, you try to lunge forward with your short sword, and he just has it with both hands, and he blocks it and hits your sword away, no problem. Do you want to move, or do you want to stay where you are?
Yeah, I'm gonna... if I move...
If you move out of his reach, he gets an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay, I'll stay.
Okay. Top. Petunia.
Okay. Try to decide if I should dodge or if I should attack. I am going to. Darn, this is different than when you're playing. When you're streaming and playing a game, because I could be like, I'm gonna ask the chat. But I am going to. You know, I'm just gonna attack with that silver weapon because I'm right up there. Oh,
Okay.
and anybody else
So you
moves up
sheath
there
your
with it.
longsword and draw out the dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't do much, but at least it won't heal. So I'm going to roll my attack. I get a dex bonus on it. So 9, 10, 11, 12.
To hit?
Yeah.
Nope. You hit him, but it doesn't penetrate through his hide and his fur. You slice it, and you can see the tip goes through, but it doesn't cut. It doesn't penetrate to cause any damage.
Okay. And then
Do you want to move, or do you want to
yeah,
stay
I'm
where you
gonna
are?
disengage.
You
What-
you actually took an action, so you can't disengage. You can just move, and then he gets attack on you, but
Yeah.
or you
Okay.
can move around him, but as long as you don't leave his space.
Yeah, because if he moves back, he still has one more of Moonbeam, but if you move this way, then you're out.
Yeah, but then I'll hit Moonbeam, right?
And you took damage this round, right? You took wounds this.
Oh, yeah.
round?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to make a concentration check apparently, or else you lose the spell.
What?
Yeah. Which
What's
is
a
I believe
concentration
I think
check?
it's a Constitution save. Is my guess. We're just gonna wing it. That's what it's gonna be.
Okay.
I want to move out of your way.
Wow, I rolled a 1, so I guess that's
So the
done.
spell fades. As soon as you take that heavy shot, you lose concentration. The spell disappears.
So I could move.
Does it have an effect on shape changers though?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
So if a shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage, so and if it fails,
Yeah.
you revert to your original form, and you can't change a different form until it leaves the spell's life. So I'm gonna be using it again.
Cool.
You know what? I might just move over here. I don't know if it just might make you a range.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So next,
So it's
More.
Van.
Van.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna use combat inspiration
Okay.
for. Where's Shriela?
I'm right there.
She's
there.
currently
Engaged.
with Noel.
Whoa, Leo. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Shriela again.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to add my melee strength to that last attack. Because
Your
I'm
melee
raging.
strength?
Yeah,
What do you
because it's a melee attack, so I get the rage bonus of 2.
Oh, it's the damage.
Oh, 2 damage.
Yeah, you didn't hit.
Yeah, didn't hit. Never mind. Take that back. Yeah, inspiration.
Okay. You're trying Petunia? Is that what you're measuring out there, or
What?
Shriela?
No, I'm gonna give it to Shriela.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I want to move over here. Okay, I'm moving here.
Okay.
And I want to do a thunder wave.
All right. In which direction?
Wait, it says each creature. Oh, I can only do it one direction.
Yeah. You have to
It has to be a cube. It has to be a
Ahead of
15
you.
foot
15
cube.
foot cube.
Yeah, you can't choose. It has to be in front of you.
Oh, okay. So this guy that's with Petunia. Our
that
main
one?
wolf. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you do that here, you're gonna hit her. If you move over one more, you
Yeah.
run in.
Here. Though.
Like
No, that
this
way.
I have to move
Yeah, but
that
then
way.
she's-
Yeah, but I don't know
She'll
how much
trigger
you
attack of
have left.
opportunity.
No, she won't.
Okay.
No, that's I was playing that wrong.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay.
If she has,
She's slowly
if she has,
moving.
Yeah.
if she has
So
to make an
it's
attack roll, which
15,
she
right?
doesn't, then
Yeah.
she takes
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so you
Does
hit him
again.
in the front.
Okay.
In your face.
In the front.
All right. So go ahead and roll your. He gets a saving throw, which he makes. So he takes
Dang
half
it.
damage and doesn't move. So
Okay.
1d8, I believe.
1d8.
Yeah.
3.
All right, so he, as you see his fur tuft a little bit, and parts of it get blasted as you hit this really high note strumming guitar, and he digs his claws in. He drags back about like a few inches basically, and he stands his ground and snarls. Next.
Next is Shriela.
It's me. I want to protect the people, but I want to get that stupid wolf. There's too many gnolls. Because I have a spell that can like encircle the people.
Yeah, put a cast entangle on them.
Yeah, right. To make it easier for you to just grab them.
Thank you. Kill.
It's like a net, and there's like, nom, nom, nom.
I'm gonna go for the wolf. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam again, and I'm gonna cast it like this way, like kind of like that. So if he moves this way or this way, he'll be affected.
All right, so what are you casting there?
Moonbeam
Moonbeam. Okay,
Yeah.
you're not casting it on him.
on him, yeah.
Okay.
But like on
In
more
the
on this
direction
side, in
of-
this
Okay,
direction,
okay.
and this direction,
Alright.
so that doesn't
All right,
hurt.
so you get to
Petunia.
save at a disadvantage. 19. I rolled a 19 and a 14. So he saves. So he still takes damage, but he can
Yeah.
still change.
Yes, he does. I tried, guys. What is that, 0?
It's a 10.
Oh, it's 10. I was like, how did I get a 0? 10 and 5. So 15.
Okay, so he takes half that damage, right? So 15, so 7. Okay? So you hit him, and he growls again, and he digs himself in and tries to push away the damage, but it's starting to take a toll. This continual magic damage is actually sticking. He can't heal that like he can normal weapons. Okay, do you want to move, or do you want to...
my D6 for inspiration?
Yes, you can.
6.
All right. Okay. So he's starting to sag under the damage that's accumulating, and it's starting to push him down into the ground. He's trying to pull himself up on all fours and move, but he's really badly hurt. Okay.
All right.
I think it's them, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's them.
Oh, yeah.
He looked at me, which means
He sees that you are channeling this really powerful spell, and he is going to attack you again.
Oh, great.
And you're waving your arms around, weaving the spell, calling the light down, and you see that halberd come straight to the side of your head, and you just lean back as far as you can, and you feel it go right in front of your face, just missing this heavy whoosh. That gnoll attacks the person in the front. I'm just going to roll randomly to see who it is. It's the mother of the boy.
Oh, no.
Who's gonna look after the boy?
He hits her.
Dang it! I was an orphan.
Oh God. He just charges in, like he's just full speed and just swinging as he goes. He's just trying to like a sky. They're just trying to cut these people down like wheat stalks. And he hits the woman right in the gut and rips her open. And you see just guts and blood, and she spins and she falls into the ground face down. You hear the boy start screaming, and she is likely dead. You don't know. And he moves in, and he just goes into the center, and he starts swinging like crazy. He's gonna kill all these people. And he's got this hyena-like laugh as glee starts to like wash over him, and blood's flying everywhere, and he's just going into a madness of slaughter. Okay.
Okay, and it's
So that's both. Oh, an attack on Leah. Oh boy, nat 20.
Oh, shoot.
Only 6 damage. It could have been a lot worse.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
So you have your sword, and it's the guy that you've been kind of exchanging. You hit his handle, and he pushes it away, and then just jams it straight into your face, and you can hear like a crunch in your nose, and blood spits back. And you stagger back a little bit, but you're still up. And then the dire wolf, he, as a bonus action, is going to revert.
Ooh. Turn back into a person?
Into his hybrid form.
Oh, okay.
And he enters into your space. And he comes around like this, and he is going to attack you. It's a hit.
He's smart. He stepped out of the moonbeam.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting away from magic. That's hurting him. He's not like... Okay, here
I
we
was
go.
hoping he would forget.
You take 4 points of damage, which you can...
2.
Yeah.
Can I borrow a PHP?
And make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Okay. 20.
Okay, so you feel as he bites you, he reaches down, you bring your shield up, and he goes around it really quickly with his head. He's so fast, and he bites into the bottom of your arm, and you feel it sink in, like through the muscle and down to the bone. You hear a click, and then his teeth come out, and it stings for a second, but you push away whatever that is, and you remember you half the damage that he took. So.
Yeah.
Okay, that's his action. Your guys' Leah.
So if I hit anyone that's not the one that's hitting me, they get a bonus attack on me?
No, only when you move out of his reach.
Okay.
If you take ranged attacks within his reach, then it's at a disadvantage because he's swinging at you as you try to take a shot.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike, which is a bonus action.
Okay.
And it's the next time I hit a creature with a weapon attack before this spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact. Target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by magical vines until the spell ends.
Okay, and is that a bonus action to cast that?
It's a bonus action.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast that on the one that's attacking all the people.
Okay.
Or I guess I'm gonna cast that and then I'm gonna shoot at him. So it's at a disadvantage.
Right, you can negate that by using
this.
the trophy. Okay.
Da-da-da.
All right, so you turn around. Are you using the old bow or the new one?
I'm gonna use the new one because I don't want to risk this on the one that might break.
So you're using your old
My
bow?
regular old
Your
bow,
regular
yeah.
bow? Okay.
Good choice.
So you turn and take a shot.
10.
I'm pretty sure you get a +7 with your bow.
Yeah, 17.
That hits.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So that
In place of damage? Or you still get your damage?
no, so he has to succeed on a strength saving throw.
Does not.
Okay. So he would be entangled by vines until the spell ends. While restrained by this spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns.
Okay.
A
Is that
creature-
in addition to the arrow what it normally does? Or does it kind of explode into like vines?
It doesn't really say.
Okay.
It says. Oh, wait. Okay. The vines appear at the point of impact, so I don't think that it does the damage. I think it just.
Oh, you're shooting it into the ground kind of thing? Point of impact?
Well, no, I think it hits them, but it does
Okay.
1d6 piercing damage
Okay.
at the start of each of its turns. And it's restrained. A creature restrained by the vines or one that can touch the creature can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a
Get freed or
success,
something?
they get freed.
Okay. All right, so he doesn't make a save. You shoot, and the arrow, as it flies through, it kind of it splinters and turns into these vines that start wrapping around him, and it hits him dead center. But because of these vines bursting out of the arrow, it just kind of hits him and then bounces. But then the vines start wrapping and quickly coil up around him, and he gets restrained. He's got his halberd. He's trying to break out of it, but he can't right now.
Okay. So that's my bonus action.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it'd be my
that'd
bonus
to-
action and my
to cast
action.
it, to shoot it. Yeah.
And then I can do like an extra, just like something, right?
You can move, Or
Okay. I'm gonna well, if I move, I'll get attacked.
yes.
I'm gonna get attacked anyway.
If you move out of his reach, you get attacked. But you can move within his reach if you want.
No, I'm okay where I am. I just want to shout to the people to back away from that guy. In the
Okay.
event that he does get out, at least he'll have to move.
Okay.
And I guess that's up to you where they
Okay,
go.
so I'm going to make an initiative when they react. They're kind of frozen in fear. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make... You can make a... you can make a persuasion
Okay.
to see if you can... they're all frozen in fear right now, so you can give them... You're going to enable them to make a saving throw to break out of the fear and run. Need a 10.
Oh, I make it.
Okay, so they get saved. Starting at the front, the boy does not make it. The woman, Heidi, makes it, and then the other three we don't really know. No. Yes. So
The very back person.
The last one.
the last one makes it, and the middle one makes it. So they're just gonna
Here
flee
and here?
that way. Yeah, they can go 30 feet. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
oops.
That's
Okay,
fine.
so
Just go right to the edge of that map. They run for
Okay.
their entire round this round.
Okay.
The other ones are still frozen in fear. Okay. Top of the order. Petunia.
Okay, well, I let out this high-pitched, strangely weaselly snarl and squeal because I just saw the mom get killed. And I make an attack again
Okay.
on the hybrid.
With the dagger. Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, you're going down, Pete. If that really is your name.
It's not. Stop calling me that.
Okay, so 14, 15,
That hits.
17. Okay. Alright, so then
It's a D4.
yeah, it's a D4, right? Yeah. And I get, at least I get my bonuses. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 damage. So you slice him in his open mouth as like you push him back, you slash, and you cut in the corners. You give him kind of like the what do they call it? The Scotland smile. What is it called?
I think that's what it's called.
No, it's something else. It's the Glasgow smile. He cuts straight through, and his mouth opens up a little bit wider, and he howls in pain, and it doesn't heal shut. And he's kind of got a weird hanging jaw now, and he's pretty badly hurt, but he's towering over you. He's like 6.5 feet tall, and you're just tiny, and you just leap up as high as you can and slash. Okay, next, Dan.
Okay, so the kid is still within these people, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Yeah.
one of the ones that ran. Okay, so I'm very pissed because I think he killed his mom, and I started liking this kid.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw some dissonant whispers towards
Okay.
that guy.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what does that do? Does he get a saving throw against that?
Yeah. Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Roll a 16. I'm assuming he gets it. So it does. He made a saving throw.
Dang it. Okay, so I 3d6, and you will just get half,
half.
of the damage.
Okay.
Yeah. For 1, 2, 7.
Okay, so he grabs the side of his head and falls down to his knees, and he's already like pinned with this like spell around him, and he managed to pull through the vine, and he's wincing really, really hard, and you can hear him yelping and yipping, and he hits the ground, and you can see all of a sudden this spurt of blood come out both sides of his ears, and he falls forward onto the ground and dies. Yeah. Come off
That
forward.
one? Oh,
This one right there.
The
that's
one
attacking
with the
kid.
people.
oh,
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
And he explodes and flies through the air. Alright, do you want to move at all, or do you want to stay where you are?
I move. Oh wait, if I move,
Well, he is attacking Shriela last time I checked.
It's
This guy?
still in his reach, though. So if she moves
If
out
I
of it,
move-
then yeah.
He'll
he
attack.
attacks me. Okay, I don't move.
Alright, you stay there?
Yeah.
Alright, Shriela.
Okay, I can still move my moonbeam.
Yes, you can. We should get a little icon. Like, here, why don't you take that dice? It's a 5. Is it just a 5 foot square?
Yeah, 5 foot, yeah.
And it's just one square.
It's
that
like a
fills up?
cylinder, yeah.
Okay.
It's like
Let's
40
take that, and you can move it to.
Alright, so it was
to move
here.
around. Yeah.
Okay, and then...
And
so
you can
I-
move it 5 feet, right?
No, I can move it anywhere.
Oh, really?
That's what it says. Let me can I just double check the player handbook.
Oh,
Pretty sure.
No, I mean, that's what your word for it, right?
I thought so. I mean, I could be wrong. I was really excited.
I'm assuming it would have within your range.
60 feet in any direction.
Okay.
Ow.
Oh.
All right, so go ahead. You move it onto him.
If you move it onto him, she's within 5 feet.
Well, you
No,
can
it's
put
a
it
5 foot.
beside-
It would be
you
like
might
on
beside
him,
and
yeah.
just be on him.
Okay, so you just move it onto him. You can just share the space. Yeah. Okay.
Boom.
All right, so it moves onto him, and he gets a disadvantage saving throw. Okay, well, he fails to roll a 1 on the first dice. All right, so he fails his throw. Then what happens?
2d10.
Okay.
And you're already in your normal form, right?
No, that's his hybrid.
He can go back
Oh.
to we can find out who this guy is.
Yeah, so
Yes.
now you have to go back to your normal
Hoping-
form, and you can't change that.
That's right.
Unless your damage kills him on
Yep.
this round, then we got nothing. Oh.
10.
10?
Yeah.
I got 11.
11.
Yeah.
So it hits him full on, and he looks up to see it kind of hits him full, and he gets slammed to the ground with the force of the spell, and he's screaming and smoke coiling around his body as the fur just kind of falls out of huge fleshy clumps, and it starts to heal over a little bit as he reverts to his human form. And you don't know who this is. You don't recognize this person. He's about 6 feet tall, completely hairless, like a shaved head, big and muscly. Looks like he might be of Damaran descent as well. And he is now a human form, so let's change that up.
Means I can
Yeah. Now you can hit him with anything.
I hope. I do a hell of a lot more damage with my other stuff.
But he's still an enemy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to pick up my javelin.
And he's got his gear that was part of his human form. He looks like he just wields a quarterstaff, and he wears hide armor. Outdoorsy type, obviously, as well.
Maybe a druid.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was Shriela's action. Do you want to move at all, or do you want to stay where you are?
It's his turn now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stay because then the gnoll will attack me if I move, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll stay.
All right. So the gnoll is going to attack you. You're still weaving that spell, and you move with one hand. You just gesture, and you move that moonbeam, and the gnoll turns and sees that happen, and he sees his leader revert back to a human form, and he's distracted. He swings and completely misses you by 5 feet. You just step back a little bit, and it just hits the ground in front, and he's still looking at his master. He actually is going to make a wisdom saving throw. He fails, and he runs basically through both of you, and so 30 feet down the road, basically.
Can't wait to see.
Well, basically to the end of the road. I would say right there.
There, yeah.
You both get attacks on him. Both Van and Shriela get an attack of opportunity on him.
Ooh.
Right now?
Right now, yeah.
Okay, can I use...
While he's... Well,
Can
yeah.
I use a bonus action while I attack or no?
No, you can only use reactions right now.
Okay.
And our attack is what?
You're using your rapier, I'm assuming, is what weapon you carry into battle.
Yeah, I will use the rapier.
Okay, so go ahead, and you also get an attack
Okay.
with your
So
quarterstaff.
take my quarterstaff. 1d6.
But you also have to make your attack roll, though.
Oh, yeah. That's true. I'm like,
First
no,
thing
I've got
attack
it.
roll.
20. So I got 4.
No, you completely
It's
missed.
12 plus 4?
Yeah, so 16.
16.
That hits.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you rolled an 8.
You jam the rapier into
Yeah, you knocked that over. It was
I rolled a 6. 8?
I think it was. Oh,
No,
we'll
6.
go with that. Okay.
Okay.
Dang it, I should have just
Sorry.
said
No, I thought you
So
numbered
6
everything.
total?
Yeah.
Alright, so this guy hasn't taken any damage yet, but he does now as you jam your rapier into his side, and he just continues to run down the road. He doesn't go down, though. I think that's every.
Don't
Oh,
go
Leah
down.
hasn't. That guy hasn't
Yeah.
attacked yet, and he does. This dice. Honestly, come on. These encounters are easy because you never roll very well. No, he swings, and you just leap back, and he just like a chop misses you.
I'm gonna
Cool.
And the hybrid
chill.
form.
Oh, yeah.
What does he do? He's got.
begs
his
for mercy
quarterstaff.
and leaves us alone.
I'm gonna use something.
he just attacks with his quarterstaff on Petunia. And he misses. You bring up your shield and you hear like clang as he hits it, and it's actually like weaker than you expected. And when that thing hits, you see him visibly fatigued, and he goes down to a knee, and he's pretty much prone right now. He's exhausted, and he's wounded, and nothing's healing anymore. He's in a bad way. Now Leah's action.
I'm gonna turn around and try to stab that guy.
Okay.
11.
No. He brings up his halberd and knocks your sword away. You can't even get close to him to hit him. He's just too strong and too fast. Do you want to move or you want to stay where you are?
Stay where I am.
Okay.
Okay.
Top of the order.
All right.
Petunia.
So I don't know what I'd roll for this, but I'm going to attempt to use my hunting trap, and I'm going to try to stake it in the ground
Okay.
and clamp it on his foot keep him within the moonbeam.
Okay. Yeah, you can't move. You just turn around. You stake it in the ground. You open up the trap, and you're going to make a melee attack. You're going to try to clamp it onto his leg.
Okay. Okay, so melee would be would I get my rage bonus then and strength? No, because that's the damage. Never mind. So strength.
It's a melee attack. So it would be considered a weapon. So you get your strength bonus plus your proficiency bonus plus 4.
Okay. Oh, okay. Awesome. 17.
All right. So you manage to do it. You take it. You swing it and hit his leg, and it clamps onto it. How much damage does this trap do? Do you know?
No, I have no idea. Do you know hunting traps?
Hunting trap. I wrote. It's page 152 in the player's handbook.
I might kill him with the trap.
I know, I'm like, no, we need him alive! Hunting trap.
Dexterity saving throw.
1d4 piercing damage.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay.
Roll 1d4 damage. Because he fails a saving throw.
1.
All right, so you clap it, and you can hear bones crunching in his leg, and he screams, and he tries to pull himself away, but he is not. He's completely stuck in place, and the moonbeam is still just crushing him with magical energy. He's not going to survive much longer.
Okay, I'm gonna move out then. I'm assuming that he might get attack of opportunity on me, but
So you're going to run out of the way?
yeah.
Okay, so as you leap out of the way and make your movement, where are you moving towards?
I'm gonna move on.
Towards Van?
Yeah, I'm gonna move towards Van. No.
You can move 5.
Yeah, I'll move here.
Okay?
Yeah.
He does swing at you with his quarterstaff,
Okay.
screaming, and you just feel like a woof at the back of your head. It just
No,
misses.
it's
And he's cursing at you. He's speaking in Damaran, so it is
Okay.
common,
Okay.
and it's with a Damaran accent. And he's screaming at you, and he's cursing. You actually know Damaran decently well.
Okay.
He's cursing you. He's calling down a curse on you. Don't know if it means anything.
I'm just like, yeah.
All right.
So Van's
Man.
My
turn. Dang it. I didn't plan this. What am I gonna do?
Remember your 0 level spells you can cast infinitely. So like Vicious Mockery, I think is a cantrip they're called, which means you can cast it as many times as you want, and it doesn't go against your spells.
All right.
Yeah, vicious
I'm not saying you have to use that, but you
yeah,
have
it's
0
a
level
zero.
spells.
So those two you
Yeah,
can
it
You
is
can use
0
as much
level.
as you want.
Okay, so I'm gonna. You said this guy's running away, right?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
I'm right in front of you, aren't I? Oops. Yeah,
I'm actually gonna make saving throws for the rest of those people. Nope, the boy is still terrified. The woman in the middle doesn't. The woman at the end does, so she runs back towards those other people.
This
Yeah.
one.
Right into the mouth of a dragon.
Yeah.
Just off the edge of the map.
I'm gonna move on over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw another vicious mockery to
Okay.
this guy. Yeah.
Alright, and when he gets a saving throw,
Yeah.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
I've been rolling so good for their saves, but not their attacks. He makes a saving throw. What happens if he makes this saving throw?
He gets 1d4, half disadvantage. It must succeed.
Or nothing happens.
Yeah, I think nothing happens.
Okay. So that's a bonus action. Cantrips are a bonus action, so you can still cast a normal spell if you want. That's just a free thing you should probably be doing every round.
Dang it, if I knew before.
It's okay.
I'm
Spellcasters, there's a lot more to know that you have to keep in mind, so it'll take time.
I'm gonna throw another cloud of daggers.
Okay.
Yeah, I've only thrown one.
At the guy that's running away?
Yeah.
Alright.
We do it.
Yeah, like towards his front, so if he keeps running away, he's hurt.
Okay.
Hopefully these guys don't run through it.
So go ahead and...
Or us.
Yeah.
Make your damage roll against him. I think it's 4d4 damage, remember?
Yeah. 4, 3, 8, 1, 2, 10.
Okay, so you shout out the spell, and again it grows into this metal grinding sound straight ahead of him, and you can just see out of this inky cloud these daggers start spinning, and he runs right into it, and I can hear like flesh being rend, just torn apart, and blood and fur getting shot out like it's just like an auger. And he disappears into a cloud of mulch inside of that cloud of daggers, and he's dead.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Oh, it's mine. Okay. How many points is that down? Is that like
He's had
17? Is that
20.
right? Okay, so I'm going to head over here.
Okay.
And then I'm Thunderwave is a 15-foot cube in front of me.
Yep.
So that won't hit.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. I'm gonna cast Thunderwave.
I rolled a 19 for his save. He makes a
Wow.
save.
Dang
So
it.
roll
my
2d8
God.
damage still, and then he takes half of it.
Why is it always on me? Let's see, 3, 4, 8. Okay. 8.
Oh.
8.
Oh!
So 8.
16 or 8?
16,
Okay.
16 in total. So
Alright,
8.
so you just boom, and you hear this like clap as the air kind of decompresses around you guys, and you could just see his ribs get crushed inward, and he just his eyes go wide, and he falls back and is dead.
Yay! Nice work, guys. Okay.
Alright, so that
Your turn.
will end the combat because that guy's staked down and he is kind of at your mercy.
Nice.
All right.
Good job, guys. Alright, so what do you do as the battle winds down to an end? What do you do?
Somebody's got to go round up the the frightened.
Yeah,
folks.
That woman is laying right on the road,
Okay.
ripped open.
I want to cast a healing spell. Cure wounds. Someone has a card for that, right?
Yep.
Is she
It's a
alive?
D- it's a D8.
It's a
You know
D8
what? Like,
plus your
even if
spell.
she's unconscious, right? Like,
Yeah.
well, I mean,
So,
I don't know if
yeah,
NPCs die the same way we die, but it's worth a shot. I'm very upset.
As long as it says it has no effect on undead. So
Well, she's not undead.
she's not undead, so it should be fine.
I don't
Oh,
think.
she's
That we
not.
know.
Oh, I don't know.
Ah, great.
Okay, so you go over to her and you quickly channel the power of nature and channel that life, and you hold her stomach and you're kind of putting her insides back in.
You're just
So you have to make
Subducting.
I like gory stuff.
Make a medicine check before you
Okay.
cast the.
That's probably a good idea.
I think those go back.
So that is a. Oh, do I add my wisdom if I don't have medicine checked off?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, 16.
Need 15. So you.
I'm
you-
a doctor now.
Yeah, you kind of figure, well, before I start healing, I should probably put these back in. Because if you didn't, it would have just healed, like, yeah.
Without insight.
Yeah, so you put her back as best you can and then channel that life energy into her. And she just lays there motionless. You're not sure if she's survived. With the medicine check, that was just to put her back together. The magic sealed her wound shut. but you do not know if she's going to survive the healing process. She's starting to look a little bit ashen already. The boy is kneeling next to her, screaming for her.
I want to go walk towards them.
Okay.
And then start singing a Song of the Rest.
Okay.
It'll give her an 1d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make a perform check just to see how it. Because everyone now is gathered around. Everyone has started to gather around her, and they're terrified for her. And there's kind of this silence that pervades, and you can hear that whoever that guy is, that was the wolf, just screaming curses and trying to get his foot out, and he can't. He's not able to get his feet out of that trap.
5 plus 7, 12.
12. So
Plus
you're just
3, 15.
okay. So you're a bit shaken up. No.
No, 5 plus 7 plus 1. So
You don't add that +1 because you're already proficient in it. Yeah.
12.
So it's not, you're just too shaken up. Like what you saw, like, this kid is screaming, and you kind of started to like soften to this kid a little bit, and now his mother looks like she's dead. It's a pretty awful sight, and meanwhile you're distracted by that guy just hurling curses into Marin. Everything under the sun, he's swearing at the four of you. And he's trying to, you can hear like the clang of the chain, and you can hear it like scraping on the bone of his leg, and he's trying to get off, and he's pulling it and ripping the flesh down to the bone as he's trying to get away. He's just completely delirious. You're not sure if she's going to survive. It's too chaotic right now. None of you can really concentrate. What are the two of you doing?
I'm gonna go over to the guy.
Okay.
I'm still raging, so I'm just kind of spitting. I'm like, shut up! Shut up!
Okay.
And I'm jumping up and down. Shut up! And then I stop raging.
Okay. So you stop raging, and he's just kind of sitting there as you come over, and the rage kind of bleeds out of you, and he's trying to like get towards you. He's like, pulling his leg, swiping with his quarterstaff at you.
I want to take his quarterstaff away from him. So, can I try to?
You can just make an opposed strength check.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Okay. 17.
So he swings at you, and you just take your sword and crack. You just knock it away without any effort whatsoever, and it flies and lands on the ground a few feet away.
Okay. Can I try to make an intimidation?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold my sword to the hilt of his neck.
All right, and I will. You can get an advantage.
Oh, good, because I don't really have anything. Do I have anything in intimidation? Do I take that? Cannot remember.
Charisma.
No, I have a -1. I have no charisma at all in any.
You're also gnomes.
Yeah. Maybe I should have stayed raging. So.
There we go.
So 8.
That was
So you put your sword, and he pushes down on the sword, and he takes another point of damage as your sword cuts into it, and he just bares his teeth. Even though he's a human-looking guy, he still bares his teeth and snarls at you.
And then I'm like, well, you can either leave the moonbeam or stay in the moonbeam. Your choice. And I look at Shriela.
Yeah. No, the spell's
Okay.
she's busy. I mean, are you trying to hold that spell, or would you just attempt to?
I don't want to kill him, right?
Because you will.
Because yeah,
If that
so
moonbeam stayed on him for
exactly.
another round, he'd be dead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so that's done.
the moonbeam isn't there anymore. It's fizzled.
Sorry.
Shriela, what are you doing while Petunia's over there?
I'm trying to calm the boy down as much as I can.
Okay, make a just a charisma check, or I guess a persuasion. You're just trying to get through to him.
22.
22?
Yeah.
What do you say to him?
We don't. Leah put a curing spell, so we're at this point. All we can do is just wait.
He's got her hand. He's like, she's cold. She's cold.
Sometimes magic takes time.
She's dead.
We don't know that.
So he just he stops, and he's like laying on her. He's like calmed down, but he's like mortified still. But he's just laying on her right now. So that guy's still pulling with the chains.
See this pixie? I ate it. I ate it all up.
God, you're annoying. Get away from me. Just pulling those.
Someone else could do better intimidation.
I don't think anyone else can actually. But
I think probably Van. Don't you have the best? You have the best charisma.
You have 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, you have 3.
Yeah.
I have 2. You have minus.
minus one.
Minus. You 2 are both minus. Yeah, you have 1 more than me.
Yeah. I think Van. I'm like Van, come do something. Damn.
I go over there and I'm like, what's your problem, you fuck?
Alright, go ahead. Make an intimidation. Is that an actual skill or is it persuasion as well?
No,
It's
an
intimidation.
intimidation.
Yeah, intimidation. Oh, 13 plus 3, 16.
Okay. So he just like, whoa! and he shuts up for a second, seeing this enraged tiefling get into his space. And he does go quiet. And he goes down to his knees, and he closes his eyes, and he starts to kind of bow forward a little bit. And you can hear him muttering something under his breath. Whoever's near him, which is Petunia, and then you can make perception checks.
This doesn't smell good.
17.
12.
Okay, so you hear it. You're too busy like getting in his face, but you hear and he's speaking in that strong Damaran accent, and you can hear there's almost a little bit of a chuckle in his voice. And the words that come out of his mouth are, "You think I was the real threat? The forest is coming to devour you all." And he starts to laugh. And at that point, you feel the ground start to shake.
Holy
And we're going to
moly.
end there for this week. All right. Okay, so thanks for coming this week, everyone. Let's quickly do the contest. The winner of the signed picture, correct?
Yeah. Is Dan Herzing, which is also known as your Twitter handle at DSHERZIG. If you are tuning in tonight, then please drop us a note. Either you can DM us or you can send it to our email, which is probably the best way, which is at
D20babes at gmail.com.
D20babes at gmail.com. And let us know what you prefer. There's women's shirts or men's shirts, and they range from extra small to XL.
I think the men's
Yeah.
ones run small to XL,
Double XL.
and
Double-
but
and
this
the
winner-
women's ones are.
Oh wait,
This winner just won the picture.
This one was.
confused.
I'm confused. I don't even know. I'm just like, what's in the forest? Sorry, you get a picture of a signed picture of us, and yeah.
So yeah, just email your address to us, and we'll get that signed picture sent out to you. So we're gonna keep it open for another, usually till 10:15 Pacific Standard Time, so another 10 minutes. Hashtag D20babes, your favorite moment, your favorite line, and that puts you in the running for the shirt, which D20babes was mentioning. That's what she was talking about. So we have men's and women's, so whoever wins, you'll have options there.
Yeah.
Anything else? Gadfly happens tomorrow night. Gadfly is my game that I run for the Boffin Banter crew. If you like cyberpunk, if you like science fiction, and a little bit more, I guess, of a gritty game, we use the James Bond game role-playing system, and D20Babe also plays in that. And so it's a good time. So we're playing at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at twitch.tv/StarCycle, which is my channel. And hopefully we'll have more shows coming onto that as well. And, you guys, any updates for your channels, your shows?
Yeah, well, if you guys like YouTube, you should check out my channel, which is Hello Dudettes, as in like dude, but dudettes. If you want to see some tutorials, 2 weirdos doing fun stuff, just check it out. Yeah.
My YouTube channel is called Dog's Breakfast TV, and it's a talk variety show, so I'm one of the co-hosts, and yeah, there's really segments, there's musical bands, and fun interviews. Curtis is one of them.
That's right, I am. That's right. Okay, do you have anything else? us your show. You do a show on this channel.
Yes, so I have started streaming video games on our Twitch channel, the D20 Babes, or D20 Babe rather, Mondays and Fridays it's 1 p.m. at the moment, but I might change that up a little bit depending on when people are most likely to tune in. But I've been playing Undertale, and today I just like kind of messed around in WoW for a bit, but it's a cool opportunity to actually get to like view the chat and interact with you guys, so you can tune into that Mondays and Fridays.
And you, D20 Babe, you do 2 shows as well.
I do. I stream on Wednesday nights and Saturday mornings. I'm currently doing Shadowrun. I might change it up, but I'm really liking Shadowrun right now. So, yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. So hopefully we'll see some of you guys tomorrow for the Gadfly show, and we will see everyone next Monday at 7 p.m. So excited for episode 6 to find that dragon.
Oh, no! I'm not ready!
All right. We'll see you guys soon.
#D20babes.
Yes.